What you say?
I said, why do girls have OnlyFans instead of education?
Hold up, sir. Sir, girls don't have
Are
OnlyFans.
you sure? You probably got an
Yeah, girls don't
OnlyFans.
have
You sound
OnlyFans.
like you do.
No, OnlyFans isn't legal for girls to have.
So why do you say men chase money instead of education?
That's what y'all said. I'm just writing it down. That's what y'all say.
Nah, that's not true at all. And
Do you
sometimes,
think that's okay? Tell us how men chase education and not money then.
huh?
Tell us how men chase money. I mean, education and not money.
You don't. By education, do you mean like college?
Education, sir. Men said they chase money. Tell us why that's incorrect. We listening.
Look, someone said in the
Hey, Splash
comments,
Baby.
education is money.
Hold on, hold on. We
That
not
is
talk.
all you
Hold
need to
up.
know.
We not talking. We not. Hold up. No, no,
That
no,
is
no.
all
We
you
not
need
talking
to
to the
know.
comments.
That person just
So you had no.
explained
You had
everything.
no. Hold up. Pause. So you had no response. You just a random comment. It was just saving grace. Thank you, Splash
Nah,
Baby.
he basically
Make sure y'all see y'all help
responded.
me.
He answered the question.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold
Education
up.
is money.
Sir, you sitting up here on a panel, circle jerking something in the comments is crazy. So you have no point to make yourself. You have no point to make on your own.
That was a
You
good
can't
point, though.
expand
I
on
don't
it or
know what you're
nothing.
talking about.
Explain how it's a good point.
Because education is money. And then girls be having straight
Explain it.
OnlyFans. That is not no
Hold on, hold on, hold
education.
on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Girls don't have OnlyFans,
Girls be
sir.
having
Girl,
only.
it's illegal
That's
for a
not
girl to have
money.
OnlyFans. I'm
That's
asking you a
not
question.
education. That's
Tell
straight
us how
money.
education is money. Sir, explain. Since you want to just adopt what somebody said in the comments, explain it. Hey, Jazz.
Hey, everybody in the chat, spam OnlyFans. If you
No, you can go. You couldn't even formulate an argument. Trying to get a saving grace from the comments is fucking weird. Anyways, y'all gonna have an argument. Y'all gotta be able to like give some information about it. Just saying shit don't mean nothing. Thank you, Breathless. What's up, Hop?
How you doing?
I'm well. How you doing today, sir?
I can't complain.
Cool, cool, cool. Would you like to respond to the prompt?
Yeah. Why do men chase money instead of education? Um, I think the number one reason why men do that is because, simply put, um, there's only a few educations you need, and the most important one is financial education. And we know that you cannot really learn financial education in school. Um, financial education is free. You learn that on your own time. You learn that out of school because they'll teach you a lot better than what the schools can teach you.
Hold on, you can't learn. Are you talking about grade school?
Yeah, I'm just talking about like most men are opting out of
Cause you can.
college.
Cause I'm saying that because you can learn about money in school.
Well,
That would be
yeah,
inaccurate.
but what the caveat to that is you got to pay for college. No one wants to pay for college.
Well, it also depends on what school you go to. Cause I took economics in high school.
Well, yeah, that as well. Economics plays a part into that as well. But
Yeah, so I learned that in school. So that's not accurate.
well, what I'm saying is they don't teach us like sophisticated or like high level classes about financial education and
Like, what do you mean high level?
high level as far as is like how like 401ks, Roth IRAs, how to invest in the stock market. It's a very small subsector they go over when you're in high school at least. It's not something that it's like you're taking it 3-4 years. Personal finance one, personal finance two, personal finance three. It's just a quick little course, at least in my school, and it was briefly talked about. It was
Thank
like
you, Shamey.
one more time.
Now I was thinking somebody for gifting. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so you learn financial education. You can learn it in school if you want, but men understand they don't want to get into debt to actually acquire wealth or acquire a skill or something like that. So a lot of men are opting into these trades, and with financial education, you can really plan accordingly, and you can get many avenues set up. You can get getting in the past.
So hold up. Okay. Hold up. You're saying that there's no education about it in school, and that you can opt out. So how are you learning outside of that? Like, how do you learn about it outside of school?
Oh, I learned all my personal finances and stuff like that, financial education on YouTube. I learned about
On YouTube.
Yeah, I learned about investing in the stock market, starting a business, rental properties, flipping houses, and I do that today. So,
So how did you verify? Because anybody could post content on YouTube. How did you verify that it was accurate and valid?
I mean, I had to do my due diligence. We have all sorts of things. Education is free. I try and tell people the only type of education you need to get certified in are things that require you. Go ahead.
I don't know that background. That shit loud. So you saying that YouTube, you did your due diligence by becoming educated about it? Is that what you're saying? Because that's what it sounds like to me.
So what?
So
go ahead.
So that's a contradiction, right?
How?
You're saying that you got financial knowledge by seeking education
outside of school.
It doesn't say school on the screen, sir.
Well, when we're chasing money and instead of education, I'm simply talking about education as most people are educated through the school systems or this private, public, or college. That's what I thought we were talking about. How else would one grasp the concept of managing money?
Hold on, when you obtain information about what you learned on YouTube, where did you get it verified at? When you say you do your due diligence, where did you get the education from?
So it's not necessarily you get it verified, but like I said, you have to do your own due diligence, go on research.
Yeah.
What are some, like you go on research. What are the stocks that people are investing in, or what is the probability of certain things? How to start. How to get into rental properties. How to use equity in your home to buy another property. Things of that nature. How to start a business on Toro, things like that. How to go to the auction and purchase cars, so you don't have to. You can pay off a car versus getting leased cars for your business, which is what I did. Things that those lines. That's how you learn. You just research. You do your research. You do your due diligence. Not everything is true online, obviously, but when it comes to finances and what you want to do,
are you going out?
More money, generate. You said what?
Yeah, hold on real quick. Your signal fucked up. What's up, Conda? Hey, Drika. Yeah, he gave information, but he didn't say where he got it from. Go ahead, Conda.
I kind of just wanted to piggyback off the dude below me was saying is that I feel like the proof is kind of in his success. Like if what he learned from the people on YouTube didn't work, he wouldn't have been successful. It would have been wrong.
Are you assuming that he's successful?
Yeah.
How do you know he's successful?
He owns a business. He still owns a business. That's pretty successful.
Sir, hold up. Because this is something I learned from being educated, right? You don't just believe stuff people say on the internet.
I know. Right? No, facts.
No, hold up. Hold up. Because hold up. Hold up.
He's lying either, though.
Right? No. Hold up. No, it's not about believing that, right? When he's talking about investing in stocks and stuff like that, it is very important that you check and verify who you're getting that information from. Because while you don't have any reason to not believe him apparently, hold up, sir. So it would be
because this is how we get the bitches, bro. We get the bag, we get the bitches. And
anyways, you can't just be like, oh, this sounds like a successful person. I'm going to listen to what they say, and you're making bad investments. You're making an assumption.
But you're assuming that he's making bad investments. I'm giving him the benefit of
the doubt. It's not about, hold up. No. Hold up. No, I don't want you to explain. Hold up. Thank you, Drika. You missing the point. It doesn't matter whether he's successful or not. That's not the, hold up. That's not the point. It is not verified that he's successful. But hold up, here's the thing. Just because a person is successful doesn't mean they obtain that success in stocks. You do not understand people get scammed all the time from taking information from random people.
I never said he made a success.
No. It's not about. No, you following the conversation.
I followed the whole conversation. I sat there. I listened very closely on purpose, with intent, so I could respond to you.
Thank you, Lynn.
But the thing is,
okay. After you will believe, hold up. After you will believe a random person on the internet that they successful because you have no reason to think they're not, and like you would take advice from that person. It's a very uneducated approach to things.
I could explain to you, and it's not about belief.
No, sir. You're missing the point.
Hold on.
You're missing the point.
I would do exactly.
No. Hold up. Y'all not getting the fucking point.
Well, you're not really delivering a point, Will. To be honest.
Hold up. Shut up. The thing is, you are not supposed to just take information from random people on the internet, especially when it comes to something like investing your money. That's something bad to do. Like, you need to make sure that the person you get information from is a credible source. And he's just saying, well, I don't doubt that he's successful. I'm gonna listen to what he say and do it. That's horrible. What are you talking about? Y'all think that y'all so focused on hop. It's not whether you have or have not. That's not the point. The point is that he's willing to take the little bit of information he has from someone like you and be like, yeah, that's credible. I have no reason to believe that's false, and that's horrible. What are you talking about?
Ma'am.
What are you talking about?
I never gave anybody investment advice. I'm just saying I learned investing through, educating myself.
No, you're not. Y'all
I never gave anyone.
You're not following. I'm not responding to what you said. I'm responding to what he said. Sir, it's not about what you did or did not. He already gave you credibility. He did not know you.
I could explain where the credibility is if you need me to fill that gap.
It doesn't. No. You're so busy trying to give credibility that you're missing the point. So you're taking it personal, which is the problem.
Well, no, I'm not. What your prompt is a little confusing.
Hold up. What am I pointing out then?
So you're basically saying you do not want to just take anything someone says online as, oh, that's true or that's right. That's not what he did. I never gave him investment advice, and I'm just telling you the things I did personally. As far as I didn't get a higher education. I did a semester.
Hold on, real quick. That's the thing. You too busy trying to defend your resume, and you missing the point. No, he already said he has no reason. Sorry, shut up. He already said that he has no reason to doubt that you are successful. He does not know you, sir. It doesn't matter whether you're successful or not. He doesn't fucking know you, and he's already giving you credibility. And you think that's okay because you're trying to defend your honor. Like, what? What's up, Drika?
I don't care about that. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, we don't care either. Hold up. It's Drika's turn.
Please, sir. Hey, Tara. Good morning, everybody. That was interesting, overstimulating, annoying, but I think that just goes to show you why men chase money instead of education, because they stupid. They think that if they get rich, that they will be able to have access to women, and that's what it's about. Because to a lot of hold on, Joshy, shut the fuck up. It's early in the morning, it's Sunday. They think, a lot of them think of being with women as a way to build up their status, and they use women as like these objects of proof that they are, successful. Because if they have access to women and are dominating and conquering these women,
do that while broke. That's not the point.
y'all need to stay on mute. Y'all don't have no self-control. I'm talking. That's how I know it's right, because that's why they choose to go the route of getting the money. And the other man said it, but the one before you dropped.
My brother on his 5th baby mama, that nigga don't even got a job. He's barely popping with the weed.
Hold up, Josh. You gotta wait.
Go ahead. They got it. Go ahead, Doobie. Go ahead, Doobie.
Oh, I'll go. Let's go into
No.
Oh, I'll go.
It'd be so funny when they want to interrupt you and then they don't know how to find the mute button. They can't figure out how to talk now that you got the floor. And Joshy, you hold on, Jizz.
He done though. He ain't saying nothing.
No, you already spoke when you interrupted me, so you need to mute up. Go ahead, Dexter.
Nah, you can't do that.
No, you shouldn't have interrupted.
Yeah, how's it going? How's it going?
Go ahead, Dexter. What's up?
Yeah, money's everything. So you get the Porsche, the house, the chicks will come. So it's like the Batmobile. They'll just come. So the wealthiest men in the world, 90% of them dropped out of college or inherited money. So the education, I get it. You want to be higher educated, but women view education, especially with this DEI movement, which is OVER as of last year, and good riddance to that because they're not paying their student loans back anyways, and they can't get a job. They view that as I'm higher than a man on the the social scale, when that's not true. The most educated are not the most successful. So there's a huge correlation now. Like we've pointed out, we got over $2.5 trillion in student loan debt, but yet the minions still want to go to college. And I'm like, you can't get a job. You can't make your way. You're drowning in debt, living off your friends, family, whoever will help you out, and then calling and not paying your bills on time. Go back to the biblical times. It says pay your bills. It also says when you're in a foreign land, honor and respect them.
That's Dexter. Now you rambling. You going like you trying to hit 1,000 points. I don't know why y'all do that. Mute up. Go ahead, G's. Because what the fuck is you even talking about? That nigga done went to
Okay, I understand what he's trying to say, but I'm not going to say that.
You don't have to be on him like that. Make your own point. Don't try to continue his point, G's. Like, don't nobody want to hear that. He was rambling. Make your own point. Be your own man.
I was going to. I was just also.
Go ahead. But don't hold.
Well, hold up.
Just go ahead.
Okay.
Well, hold up, G's.
Okay.
The thing about what his point was, 90% was extreme, right? Yeah, and you're talking about having connections and taking advantage of like a system. And the fact that some of y'all like align your personal views with billionaires and shit is fucking delusional. But go ahead, G's.
Okay.
And I want to say something that don't even make sense, because the top 5 millionaires in this country are educated people. Like the millionaire careers.
Bill Gates is a Harvard dropout. So is
we're not talking about fucking Bill Gates. I didn't say the top 5 people who make the most money. And like you said, they inherited
they also
money.
Make $100 million a year.
I'm not talking about people who inherited money. Calm down. You need to DEI on fucking mute. That's what you need to do. The top 5 careers in this country that most millionaires have require an education. And I don't know what the fuck he talking about the DEI initiative, so that now people not gonna be able to get jobs.
Child, trying to say like trigger shit.
Yeah, but like it's just like mediocre white man triggering. Like I don't get why mediocre white men always like, y'all miserable people. Come back, mediocre white man. He upset about DEI.
Go ahead, G's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, college is really expensive, and I think there's more value in learning a trade. Like, you see plumbers make a lot of money. You can be an electrician. You can be there's plenty of trades you can do. People don't really know how to fix shit nowadays. So you could do something like that. At least for a guy, it's more like hands-on if you played sports or done shit like that. I think it's good, but I understand if women want to also get an education for a certain
What's the average salary of a plumber, G's?
It depends what position, but if you could probably make like 80K to 100K as a plumber.
She didn't ask how much you could make. She said what the average was.
I'm not a plumber. I would just talk about trades in general.
So you don't know how much. So you just assume they successful.
No, I know that. I'm
shit.
just saying I'm not a plumber, but I know that you can make that amount. I never said I am, but it's cool.
I didn't say you were. That's not what I said.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mara.
How's everybody doing tonight? Or this morning, should I say?
Average salary of a plumber is $60,000 a year.
I said there's different positions as well.
Yeah, the highest salary is $72,000 to $90,000 a year.
I don't know about that. We're getting that information.
That's a master plumber, $35 to $43 an hour.
It's all right. The people chat will Google it.
Based on location.
Yeah, that's the average salary of a plumber. It's a between number. It's a
But notice he said. Notice his source is the chat. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
But they saying the same thing as me.
So they're saying
it's between 70. A master plumber is between 72,000.
No, that's
to
not
90,000.
the point I'm making. Is that hold up, Len. The point I'm making is y'all don't. Who the fuck is that?
I have a question.
Hold on. The host was trying to say something.
I was watching that Era the
Tara, are you still there?
Happened.
My bad, y'all. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. The phone rang with a different ring. I never heard that before. My bad, y'all.
I have a question.
Who was talking?
Great.
I was saying
the
fact that y'all get y'all sources from like the chat. I would do say YouTube. You wanted to be verified by the chat. Y'all don't understand what credible sources is. It says a lot, which is why you made inaccurate. You gave an inaccurate number, and you're gonna rely on random bots in the chat to give you clarification. But go ahead, Len.
It's just crazy to me because they come on the internet and they spread this ideology to young boys. Oh, the plumbing and trades, you can make a lot of money. And when you question what a lot of money is, like they don't have an answer or the answer is vague. And then when you actually look into the average salary of these trades that they talking about, you'll make a lot of money in. It don't be a lot of money. Like,
what exactly are you considering a lot of money?
Making $80,000 a year. Like that's cool. I guess if you want to start your 18-year-old off to get that trade while they're in school, like why not? But like you can literally make more money as a lawyer or an engineer or an architect or a dentist or a doctor or a teacher. Like what are we talking about here?
Oh, I'm not smart enough for that.
Oh well shit. You know what, G's? I fuck with you. I fuck with you.
I mean, that's why I said I'm doing the trades. Like, if you're more like a manual labor guy and shit like that, you can like work. It's either you're gonna work your brain to death or you're gonna work yourself physically to death. So
you know what, G's? You going somewhere in life. You are. That honesty.
I'm not going very far.
Far.
I'm not going very far, but I'll never rely on someone else. So if someone tries to play me, I'll just kick them to the curb.
Go ahead, Kumba.
Good morning. What's down with y'all?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Well, one question I gotta ask. Yeah, y'all just specifically talking
Before
about.
you ask Go ahead. Are you asking about not just formal education, but go ahead.
I'm about to ask about the picture. Y'all specifically talking about black men or just all men in general?
If it doesn't say black men, we're not talking about black
It's
men.
Antonio Brown.
The reason I asked that because you put a picture of Antonio Brown
Yeah,
up
I
there.
know. But the interesting part is y'all default is white, so you think that just because it's a black picture that it's just black people, which shows
What you
a
mean?
deeper issue. But we ain't got to get into that. We talking about all men. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Next time, put a color of all men up there then. And Antonio Brown is educated, so
No,
that's
I'm not doing
example.
that. Hold on, I'm not going to do that.
I'm saying he's an
Do you want to
educated
respond to the
man.
prompt?
This
He was
nigga
a
wanted
bachelor.
to put a picture
High
of
level
"We Are the
bachelor.
World" on the fucking prompt, bitch. Like, how we gonna put a picture of all men on the fucking prompt, stupid?
You can't do that?
Why y'all so disrespectful in this?
You actually can do that.
Put a
That's
picture
because
of people of
they
all different races
disrespectful
holding
because they
hands in
eat
a
pork.
circle.
But let me answer the prompt. I ain't gonna disrespect y'all.
Hold on, real quick, though. Hold
Let me
up.
answer the prompt.
Hold up. No. Real quick.
Shorty can't even say a sentence without cursing. God.
Put a picture of people of all different races holding hands in a circle. That's how we can
Yo,
solve.
that's hilarious. You talking about
Real quick.
education, can't even form a sentence without cursing. I'm about to slide. All of these people dumb as hell.
Go. Here's the thing about Antonio Brown, right? Just because he made a lot of money doesn't mean that like he is keeping his money though. That's the thing. Do you think? Oh, and so he's successful. What the fuck? So yeah, he's definitely had financial issues despite his income. So that's not true, sir.
He did go to college. That's the only way you get to the NFL is to go to college. So he is educated. Can't get to the NFL without going to college.
But you not.
He's not that educated.
He's one of my favorite rappers.
He's really very educated.
When you're done, I have a question.
We ain't gonna be dissing my brothers up
The
here.
way,
That's
hold
educated
on,
black man now.
hold on 1
How about
second.
your bed life? Like I walked off the field or something.
Anyway, hold on. The way I be talking about because these athletes go through college, that they're educated is funny because a lot of them have so many programs and so many ways that they get help to have other people do their work that a lot of them are sitting in class looking just like this nigga looking, beatboxing on the people desk, rapping, creating the lyrics to the next song they're gonna have.
The
They don't even
PBL
be in there
speaker
paying
in the
attention.
backpack.
Did you go to school with Antonio Brown?
Let me finish. They don't be getting the actual, like they don't be doing the actual work. And when I started learning that, well, I think it happens on all levels, like undergrad and all that as well. But when I started learning that those like higher educated people utilize, which is illegal, people who do their work for them, like their papers, take their tests, all those type of things for them. When I realized that was happening and how much money they were making and the system that the people who do this stuff have to like safeguard themselves and make sure they get the money, I was like, this is insanity. A lot of people not really educated, but that's a whole nother story. So just because you seen him, on campus and he was running around there chasing after folks and, grabbing his friends' butts and, trying to be, with the little backpack, trying to be a real college kid doesn't mean he's educated just because he was on the campus. So I just want that to be clear.
Metro Boomin, make it boom.
What do you consider education?
Hold up, y'all. Liz, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I mean, don't statistics show that people who have a college education on average make something like, I don't know, it's at least hundreds of thousands of dollars more over their lifetime than people who don't have one. Overall, yeah, there's a few outliers there, but those people just probably are like ridiculously smart, there's extenuating circumstances, but overall, the people who make the most money are educated, right? Like people who go, especially like people who go to the Ivy Leagues and get those that's more connections than education, but it is attending an educational institution, and you have to be somewhat like apt educationally in order to be able to get into those institutions or be able to graduate from them. And like, you're not going down that path if you are not going to college. You're just not. And so if you want to like make real money, having no college education is not the way to do it, because you're not going to be Bill Gates. I mean, I know you dream of being Bill Gates, but you're not going to be Bill Gates.
And that's the problem that they
Metro Boomin make it boom.
The problem with them, even though the guy earlier was talking about nepotism, is they align themselves with billionaires and wealthy people, and they think, oh, I'm like, that's me, and they don't understand like how those connections work. Like just what Drika was saying about, if you can make another person a lot of money, the loopholes that'll help you figure things out. Like that's not their position, and it's interesting we don't talk about the general population. And a lot of the ways that women who are educated get discounted is they be like, "Oh, you got loans and you're not making any money." They don't understand how it's working. They don't know what the fuck actually going on. They just like reciting talking points. Being you right, you're not. Y'all talking about the 1%, like that's who you are, and that's not. But go ahead, Granny.
Oh, just real quick, can I say something real quick? Yeah, and because there's like not an emphasis put on education, men are falling prey. Like all of these red pill guys, they're all like pyramid schemers. They're all telling you like, oh, invest in this, and like there's whatever like thing that they're doing, and they get all these, or like pay for this, that, and the third, and you'll triple your money. All literally, those are all scams, and like your money immediately evaporates, and it's like, oh, well, it was a bad whatever, and you don't get a return. Like, and because you're not educated, y'all are falling for this, and that's why these dudes are getting rich off of you. They're getting rich off your lack of education, literally. So, I mean, keep going down that path if you want to, but it's not working out for you.
I agree with what she's saying. I just want to know what y'all consider chasing money.
Hello.
Go ahead, Lou.
Y'all can hear me?
Oh, you got to wait, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Lou.
Hello?
Lou.
Oh, is it me? Oh, is it me, y'all?
You don't know your name?
Oh, I didn't know you said. I thought you said Emu. My bad. Sorry. No, I came up to talk to that one dude who was saying about like trades. I disagree with like them just going into trades because it seems like they think it's easier to go to the trades. Like it's like, I'm just go. I can't do college work. I can't, do this and that. So I'm a mathematician. I kind of engage in math daily, but like I see like electricians need, be educated, plumbers, like carpenters. Like I don't know where this notion that like, oh, I'm just gonna skip school. I don't need education. I'm just gonna work with my hands and make money. That's not really it's not really reality. You know what I mean? Like, and I mean,
So the smartest thing for me, and I'm sorry to cut you off, and I don't know why the men are not thinking of this, because they want to make money, right? Like the smartest thing to me would be for like as soon as your son turns like 18, or maybe if he like 17 and he can, like to get him a trade so that he can work while he's in college. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it don't have to be a either or. It could be both. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it could be like, why can't we get educated and do demanding fields that require it? You know what I'm saying? Like it just, because I think people think that it's gonna be easier. They think like they don't have to do. Because, like, okay, you might not be in school, quote unquote, like turning in papers, but you still got to know, like, electrical theory. You still got to know geometry for carpentry. You still need to know, how much water, you gotta do, equations, or like filling up a tank, or clean out a septic tank. And, like being a cook, you got to know like the degrees to, keep your food. So it's all these different things. Like math is all around us. Like we all need education. And chasing money, like you talking about Antonio Brown, nigga talking about him, like, bro, this nigga brain is fucking fried. His brain, like all them hits, and when what's his name, Belfort hit him across the line, like this man brain is yeah, he got money.
Graduated college.
How do you know he graduated college? What college did he go to?
Central Michigan.
What did he graduate with?
He
I mean,
graduated.
you sound like you know him. Like
Nah,
what
he's a
was
college
you at his
graduate.
graduation?
He's a college graduate. I know that. You
I
can
mean,
look that
okay,
up yourself.
but
He
is he
actually
not
went back to
suffering?
college
Is
and
he not
finished his
suffering from
degree
head injuries?
after
Is
he
he
retired.
not
He
suffering?
went
Is
back.
he not
That's
suffering from
hey,
head injuries and like
that does not
potential
have
CTE?
anything to do with him being educated or not educated.
No, what I'm
That
telling
have to do
you,
with him playing
he
football.
chased money. Oh no, I'm telling you, he chased
Nah, he
money,
played
right?
football.
Right, I get
That's
it,
what got his brain messed up.
but to
Not
the
chasing
point,
money, but football.
he chased football, right? And now his brain is not functioning as it
He
should be.
played a sport like
Right, and his brain now is
thousands
not
of people do.
Right, his brain is not functioning as it should be.
What does that have to do with him being educated
His
or not?
brain is not
So you saying because
functioning
he played
as it
Not to
should
football,
make
he's
it,
be.
not to
not
make it a big
educated?
argument, man. But
I'm just
are
like
we
he's
knocking?
saying what I'm saying. Like
I
nigga,
got
you
a
not
question though,
understand what
Lou.
I'm saying.
Lou,
Like
I got a question.
damn
I
nigga, is
got a
your
question.
brain fucked up too? Like nigga, his brain ain't
Yes,
working, bro.
the
That's what I'm
answer is
saying.
yes.
He
And I
played
want to say
football though.
this, like the average, okay, uh, I watched this video about how like black people perceive age, right? And it was basically saying that black people have like a skewed perception of age because, basically our examples of our representation in media looks like celebrities and it looks like athletes, right? And in the athletic world there's a high turnover rate and you have to be young in age in order to um sustain the like limelight of athleticism, right? Because like football age 36 is old, right? Y'all tracking? The women are tracking. So 36 is old in football age. Like you hella old. You're a senior. If you're still playing, you're a vet and you're 36. So like that's the way we have our perception of age. Is based on like the celebrities in our culture, the representation. The crazy thing about that is, one, when it comes to athleticism, especially football, because there are more football players than there are like basketball players, right? The majority of the team don't make as much as like the fucking Odell Beckhams and the Antonio Browns and all these like big name people, right? Majority of the team um makes less than them, especially over their career. We don't even hear about their contracts because they're not even that big.
They
If you
millions
were
though.
to push it, okay, shut the fuck up.
They
If
still
you were
millions. When you say less than you
to spread it out across
say
their lifetime and they were to never get a job ever again, they don't make enough money to sustain the lifestyle that they've created for themselves, right? So we look at somebody like an average, like fucking right wing, whatever, and over their lifetime in their career to the time that they were 30, they made like $5 million. And then you spread that out over their lifetime, it's not enough to sustain themselves. Not really.
Hold on.
These
They get a
young
retirement
men,
check.
these young
Obviously,
men,
you don't
more
even know the
than
lifestyle these dudes live. You
these young men still would need
making
an
assumptions. The
education
average
or
NFL.
another job to sustain themselves throughout their lifetime. They still need like an
How much
education
do
or
they
some
make
sort of
annually?
career
You got to go to
to
college to get to the NFL, lady. What is you talking about? They have to go to college to make it to the NFL. You can't
what
skip
am I
education to get to the NFL.
what am I talking about?
Bullshit. You talking nonsense.
I said they
The
need a
average NFL player,
career after after they're done
woman, they make
playing.
$2 to $4 million annually.
They get a retirement check.
Stop talking
Okay,
crazy.
so real quick, that's not
If
true.
you
You
get
don't.
hold
You
on, if you get signed in the NFL when you're 24 and you're done by the time you're 32 and you made 2 to 4 million annually and you stop working when you're 32, that is not enough to sustain
they have
yourself
a
until you're
college
fucking 78.
Okay, so is that on them if they haven't decided how to invest that money though? I mean, we talking about the whole why do men chase money instead of education? If we talking about sports wise, they didn't really chase money. I mean, you can't just wake up one day and say, I'm gonna go get paid back on the NFL. You have to be set apart talent wise. You get what I'm saying? So they don't just wake up and chase money. They chase like I don't even get how you can
Success.
correlate that.
Success.
And they
Success.
still have to go
but
to
that's
college.
And they
no,
still got to
that's
go to college. So
no.
I
Wait a
don't.
minute.
Have
Wait,
to,
I have
And
mandatory.
I'm saying that
no.
from a
It's not.
standpoint of
That's
somebody
not
You
that
true.
keep
actually.
saying
Okay,
they
They
so
don't
still
have
can
to
we
go
have
to
can we
to
let
go
somebody
to
college.
who actually did
college,
this
and my
talk?
point is you need a career. You need a career to sustain yourself
Okay.
after you're done playing. You need to make money.
And Miss Lynn, they lying. They
Stop
don't. You don't.
fucking saying they still went to college. They still went to college.
That's
And
showing
and,
you that they
and that's
educated.
no.
You
And
don't
here's the
think they
thing.
gonna go get it?
Antonio. No,
Shut up.
Antonio Gates didn't go to. He didn't play college football, and he went to the league. You don't necessarily like going to college is not a requirement. You have to be 21. Like y'all
You can't just wake
obfuscating the
up and go
truth.
work out for
No,
the
I'm not
Steelers
saying
for the
that. No,
Bears.
you have to have talent and be athletic still, but going to college is not a requirement. You just have to be
And
21.
most of y'all are not them. Y'all always
Exactly.
want to talk about these fucking celebrities, and y'all are not them anyway.
Okay, so I've joined to say that
I just
specifically. This is somebody who's actually done it. I didn't go to the league, but you know what I'm saying. I went to
Hold on,
college
right quick,
and
brother,
played
right quick.
football.
You had somebody just come up.
Hold
All right,
up.
average
He was
Joe.
talking.
Antonio Gates went to
Hold
Kent
up.
State.
Hold up. Somebody was talking. Go ahead and finish what you were saying,
That was
sir.
me. No, I was just saying from a
Uh,
standpoint of like this is somebody who's actually done it. You get what I'm saying? So it wasn't. I didn't. You know, from a kid, right? You say you got this dream. I want to go to the NFL. I want to play football. It's not about the money. I mean, of course you're going to do it because that's your passion and that's going to end up being your career. So when you say, yeah, you still got to have an education. Okay, you go to college, right? You graduate with a degree in whatever it may be, business or communications or sports science or exercise science, whatever it may be, right?
They do not be going to school for that. Most of them do not go to school
What?
for
Okay, so
stuff
let's
like
say that their
that.
standard major is sports management, right? Whatever the case may be, you got to major in something if you're going to school to play sport. You can't just be like my major is football. It don't work like that. So
Know
and
that, but
sports
their
management is
major
like a
is
bullshit
not
degree.
business. They
anywhere it
major
goes,
be
it's an
like
education, right?
history or something.
But
There's
it's an
no facts
education
against
though.
that. There's no facts to prove what their
That's
major
what I'm
is.
saying. Yeah. So I mean, but it's an education though. Like if the prompt is why do men chase money instead of education, it's an education. Whatever it is, I don't care if you go to learn how to cook.
so,
You get a
I'm
culinary degree.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, y'all need to stop thinking about the celebrities and the people with a lot of money. To be
I'm not thinking
honest,
about
bro,
celebrities. I'm talking from a
no. I'm
standpoint
not
of
saying you specifically. I'm saying in
okay.
general because that's the problem. I used to teach this financial literacy course to fifth graders. Hold on, who background noise? I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
mute
don't
you
know.
for a second. I used to teach a financial literacy course to fifth graders, right? And that one of the introductory lessons is asking the kids what they want to be when they grow up, right? Um, when I asked these girls this question, like they have like actual careers they want to pursue, like realistic careers they want to pursue. And then for the boys in the earlier years, it was football, it was basketball, like some type of superstar. And then like more recently, you see they anticipate they're gonna be a famous streamer. Y'all see how harmful it is for young boys to think that oh, I'm going to be a streamer when I grow up in fucking grade school.
Yeah, I agree.
Like there's definitely a difference, and the fact that y'all don't want to be honest about that, and like literally you have men who I remember being on Facebook and men would share their fucking pay stubs and be like, look at how much money I'm getting, and it should be like $2,000 for the week, and that motherfucker works 60 plus hours. He grinding through fucking overtime. Like, I'm talking about shit that happens amongst the population of people that you represent. It's not
Is
happening. Let's be honest.
isn't that what he desired to do though? I don't think we should knock what somebody else desired to do. I mean, some people
You're
choose that.
missing the
Some
point.
people.
Okay. No. That takes us back to the question, sir. Whether he decided to do that makes sense to you? Like, to work fucking almost 20 hours overtime and you making $2,000?
I mean,
That makes sense? Instead of just getting a job where you can have a better work-life balance. Like, that makes sense to you, though.
I mean, it does if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I know a dude. He put up his.
Who said that makes sense if that's what you want to do?
Nah,
Emu, that was you?
yeah, that was me.
Do you think that do you think that most men want to have a family?
What did you say?
Do you think that most men want to have a family eventually in their lifetime?
Based off of what I think, most
Yeah,
likely
I'm
yes,
asking
maybe
you.
yeah.
Do you think what was I gonna say? Do you think that men there should be a income cap on men who have family?
Absolutely. I
Like,
mean,
do
yeah,
you think that
absolutely. You
broke
gotta make a
niggas
certain amount
shouldn't
of money to
have
take care of a
family?
family. Yeah, you gotta be, a standard of the
So
average
let's say
income for a
this: if you
household.
make
Like
60K or less, you
that's
shouldn't
not
have a
enough to take care
family,
of
huh?
family. It's not enough. Not in
Okay, so
2026 or further. It's not enough.
okay, so I would say to you that if he
$2,000 a week
wanted,
is more than 60K annually, though. If we talking about that.
Wait, hold up. You're missing the point. He worked overtime, sir. He worked overtime.
So
That's
we
what I'm
talking
saying.
about can he
Do you not
provide for the
understand what?
family? You trying to take into account too many different things.
Hold
We
up, hold up,
talking
hold
about
up,
one
hold
thing.
up. No. What family when you work 60 hours a week? What family?
She
Like
said
you're
should
showing
there
up.
be an
Hold up,
income cap? She said, can you
sir,
provide for the
sir,
family? She didn't say nothing
sir,
about being there.
sir. Sir, he's showing up, giving the family the check, and then he going back to work. What are you talking about? What family when you working 60 hours a week, sir? What are you talking about?
Okay, so like I just said, man, that's a whole
and
different
I was
question.
getting there in mute. I was getting there. Like, how you gonna have a family when you're not able to like actually have the family? Like, and I like and to Tara's point, like what do men want? Because y'all are like chasing these things separately or having these ideas separately, and life just doesn't work that way. Like, you think that you're
It
gonna be
do though.
able
Everybody
to.
different. How come it's
No, it
separately?
don't. Life does not
Okay,
work that way, honey. I'm
okay,
sorry. It just does
okay,
not.
okay.
You
Everybody the
can't,
same then.
but you can't. That's not what I'm saying. I'm
You
saying you can't pause one factor of life because you're focusing on another factor of life. Like, you think you're going to be able to pause your children growing up and you missing things?
I don't know who muted me, but
I muted you because you have noise in the background.
I don't know where that's coming from.
It's coming from you. What I just told you.
Okay, so if I just said that I'm in a quiet background, I don't, all right, bro.
I don't know. That just don't make sense to me. I can make more than $2,000 a week, making 37.5 hours, and you're like, well, that's what he want to do, and that's the whole point. Because you chase the money. Now you got to work 60 fucking hours a week. That don't make sense. But whatever. What's up, Dark Horse?
Are you at work right now, sir? That sounds like you at work.
When you say why do men
Oh, I
chase
sound like
money
you was at work right now. We'll talk.
instead
I
of
don't work on Sundays.
Granny? This
Oh,
is
it sound
Granny
like
talking.
back. I was gonna say, no, I sound like work background. I wanted to comment, of course, but I wanted to talk about the like societal impacts about kind of skipping the fields or the jobs that can impact us as a whole, meaning the social sciences and understanding like how we all as a community, right, could focus on things that can move us forward as a group, meaning Black people, and how men aren't interested in that at all, right? Like, I don't know if they understand that, was it 2 days ago? I think it was 2 or 3 days ago. The Voting Rights Act of 1965 was essentially eviscerated,
Yeah.
right? Eviscerated, where our votes won't count, right? So there's things that it's hard to have a conversation with people who are looking at just what I can get and what I can obtain as an individual, not knowing that even that may be reduced because of who's in power. And then you're going to be trying to work 80 hours a week. It's not sustainable. It's not healthy. And it definitely affects your length of being here on this planet, right? And I don't think they understand that not only are you missing the things on a day-to-day basis, you are going to be missing just being here longer. But some people have that attitude, like I don't give a fuck if I live long. It's just a mentality that I can't really describe in a quick statement. But just think about how men don't care about longevity. They don't care about what their life is going to look like in their 40s and 50s. They don't care about what their family will need as far as passing down and helping us as a community. And I think that's what it is. It's really, really self-centered. And it's self-centered for some very menial things. It can be self-centered for a Hellcat. It's dumb shit, you know. It's all about the look and the fashion and things I have to have like right now to shine on others. But that's the issue. You don't have internal value. Everything is about external, and you will unalive yourself trying to get things to shine on the next nigga. It's just a mentality in our group that it's just disgusting to watch sometimes. I'm talking about for the average, for the people here in the room. I'm not talking about for the people who are in celebrity status or athletes. I'm just talking about the everyday person. But I'm gonna mute up.
But the fact that they're uneducated is the reason why, like, they don't give a fuck about the Voting Act being taken away. They don't give a fuck about what's gonna happen. The reason why they think that your vote doesn't matter or our votes don't matter is because they are uneducated. And the fucked up part about it is we're really about to see how much your vote doesn't even fucking matter. Like, y'all just fucked around and found out. Like, everything that our ancestors fought for, y'all about to fuck around and find out what happens when you stop giving a fuck, and what happens when that shit really don't fucking matter. Like, y'all been thinking the shit don't matter like these past couple of years since the 1950s, and they really not about to fucking matter. Like they really about to fuck you up.
Hey,
Like, y'all
ma'am,
about to
are you?
they
get
I got a question.
already
Are you educated?
y'all
they're
about
al-
to
they're,
get like
they're
ran
already
through the
fucking
fucking
us up.
Are
mud.
you educated?
Like, yeah,
Okay.
obviously I am.
Okay, I'm just trying
So
to
is
figure
there
out, man, because
facts
And
you
to
got a
prove
crazy mouth,
that
man.
we
I
don't
mean,
care?
like, if we supposed to be
yeah,
having a
I can say
conversational
fuck,
piece,
fuck,
man, like
fuck.
you
All I
just
want to say,
you,
fuck,
which
fuck,
is
Hey,
fuck.
fine. I'm
hold
What
just
on,
the
saying,
chill,
I
fuck
chill,
don't
does
chill, chill,
fuck
chill.
have to do with education, sir?
turn off my
Julie,
mic because
What
you
the
got a
fuck is
like
studies
wrong
show
that's
that
with you?
the
Hey,
people
Emu,
who
chill,
use
chill,
swear
chill.
words are
Emu,
actually more
chill, chill, chill.
educated. So
you don't make no
Okay.
sense. Talking about
Hold
swear
on
words
one
more
second. I want to
educated.
say something. Because this person, I don't know who y'all think y'all be trying to scold somebody. Like, either you go on with your point, but you trying to wag your finger and scold somebody, it's not gonna work. You ain't nobody daddy up
Man, look,
here.
y'all worry about the
You ain't
wrong
the
thing.
owner.
The
You
question
not
don't
the
make
man up here. You not gonna be
it went
dominating up
from place to
here.
place to all over, man. Like
All right, look, can we
No,
get back
you
on topic? Can we
no,
without
get
the
back
hold
on
on,
topic?
Granny.
it don't make
Hold
no sense, man.
on.
It don't make no type of
Hold on,
sense.
who's scolding us? Who from HR?
Talking about scolding, man. It don't even make sense.
MU,
Him?
but
All
MU,
right.
respond to my.
No, he got
I wanted him to
no.
respond to the
You ain't about to
point.
scold us.
I'm saying it sounds like y'all saying a lot of stuff that don't got no facts behind them though. Like it sounds like we doing a lot of assuming.
Sir,
I'm gonna just be
sir,
honest. All
sir.
right, let me,
So they didn't just that the Supreme Court just didn't
No,
eradicate.
ask Granny what happened then 2 days ago, because we
Yeah,
scolding you and we
yeah.
don't know
look.
you. Tell us what happened 2 days ago and how
I'm
it's
not.
about to affect us.
I'm not saying that I know exactly what's going on. I'm saying that we're doing a
Don't know
lot of
what's going
assuming
on, and
So
about
that's a
all
so
fucking
men.
how would so
problem.
so if you are the assumption, if what I said is actually true about you, how you about to defend it? The only way that will work
I'm
is you
defending
assuming
because I know
shit
that
about us,
I don't
and
represent
now you don't know it. It doesn't
I
make
don't
sense to come
represent
off the
all
mute
men,
and
ma'am.
then
I
tell me
don't
that you
represent
know it.
all men. I do not
You
represent all men. I am not a
listen.
representation of all
That would
men
be
in the world.
the sign for you to shut your mouth because you're the person I'm talking about.
Okay,
Somebody
but
else
we have to
who
understand that everybody is
could fight the
different.
point could come off the mute and then tell me about it, but that's actually you. That's
But
fucking weird. Let
Dark
somebody
Horse,
else
that is your
talk. This
environment
not your
that you
conversation. We're talking
understand.
about the Voting Rights Act, and you come off
You're
the mute
right.
and say it's not all men. It
You're
is
right,
you.
but I'm
And it's
saying
you don't even
you
make
are speaking
sense.
on a representation of your environment. You're not speaking
I
on
am
all
talking
men.
to you now. Now
Okay,
make the
you're right.
point.
You're right. I never said that. I know exactly what
So
I'm talking
mute the
about. I'm
fuck up. We
saying
got
that.
two other people up
Okay,
here who may be able to
relax,
contribute.
ma'am,
You just want to
relax.
fight, Granny. Mute
No,
up.
I'm just
You
saying.
don't have a point to make about this
I'm saying that
conversation.
you can't speak on all men because
You
of
just
the.
said it again. Shut the fuck up. I said don't talk about all men, and you
You're
just did
right.
it again. Just
You're
mute
right.
up because it's not all men conversation. It's not right now. We're talking about the Voting Rights Act, and you're gonna come off and mute and talk
Okay,
about other
so
niggas who may know, even though you don't know. How about we let somebody else
you're right.
go?
You're right.
It don't
You're
make
right.
sense. Go ahead. Who's next to go? I'm gonna mute up. Who's next on top of me?
Lee. Why the thing? Go ahead, sir. Reach Sean, you there?
You said what?
You can go
I
ahead.
don't think Wide went.
He
I'm
didn't. I called him.
confused
He
on
didn't
what the
say
topic
nothing.
is.
Can you read the words on the screen?
Yeah, I can read the words, but y'all talking about some voting rights. Like, where is that at on the
Can you
screen?
read the words on the screen? Respond to the words
I
on the
just told
screen.
you.
No, you can respond to the words on the screen.
Shit. I mean, when you say chase money instead of education, like it's kind of a hand-to-hand thing. So, like in this economy we live in, like you gotta chase money. Like, what are you gonna do without it?
Why not chase education though?
I mean, like I said, they go hand in hand. So like, you gotta be kind of smart to figure out how to get some money. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science, but like,
Yeah, because you know what happened to people with money and no education.
what?
What you think happened to people who got money and no education?
I don't know, no dumbass nigga that got a lot of money. Like, if you talking about like a lot of money, it ain't no dumbass nigga. Like, this nigga has some sort of sense to be able to sustain himself.
No, it happens. And then what happens is they have to hire somebody to help them manage their money, or two, they end up getting like taken advantage of because of their money. That's the thing. Like, education just not just about getting a piece of paper. It's literally like skills you learn.
Right, and skills you're learning to get money. You're getting an education to get money. That's the only reason you're getting an education. If you could get a lot of money without an education,
That's not the only reason. That's not true. People are not just getting education because of money either, though. Right?
I mean, why else
being
would
educated can hold up, because it could be better quality of living. You can literally have a better quality of living by having more education.
I mean, a better quality of living comes from money. Like, that don't come from your degree. The dollar signs don't change depending on if you have a master's or if you have no college education. Like, the price of the house is the same. You get what I'm saying?
No, like, think about what I was saying about the guy, and this was a while ago, but he was showing how he made $2,000 by working 60 hours a week, right? Like, when you work that hard, based on the type of work you do, it can like harm your body too. Like, you weigh your body down. So like, you wouldn't think that's the difference between somebody who gets to work something where they're using a skill and not necessarily have to sacrifice their body the same way?
I guess you could look at it that way. Like, it depends if you're looking at it like construction work, and then like somebody sitting in the office. I guess obviously the body, it takes its toll in its own way. Like, the office has its toll on its mind. You're working 80 hours, 2 weeks.
So
and
you
like,
understand. So you understand what I'm saying when I'm talking about quality of living. right? And we also live in a society where we benefit from people being educated. Like, I'm pretty sure if you had a medical emergency, you will hope that there's an educated person at the hospital facility to assist you with that. Wouldn't that be correct?
Right, yeah, that's true. But it's not to say that we don't need those people in society though. Like you still need construction workers, people that are kids fresh out of high school that don't want to go to college or figure out what they want to do. I mean, shit, throw their ass out on the road. Like they love to go get a construction job just to make quick money to get up under their feet. But it's not to say that they don't want to be smarter or chase education, but that shit costs money. Like getting an education costs money at the end of the day. So like as much as we hate to put such an emphasis on money is everything, like it low key is in this world. Like you need money to get an education. The shit ain't free.
Did you land, Rayshawn?
You said what?
I said, did you land? Are you done with your point?
Yeah, I'm good. I was listening.
Go ahead. The guy at the top.
Y'all motherfuckers in the QB ready. Join
I think
tune up. Come on.
I think the problem is that our community and the men in our community push not being educated to the younger generation, and I think that they push that on a younger generation because they don't want to feel bad because they're not educated themselves. Like, why are you telling a 5-year-old that he should he should go to trade? Like you like what you want to be when you grow up, little buddy? And he talking about, oh, I want to be a doctor. And he like, oh no, man, that's gonna take a lot of education. You should go ahead and be a carpenter instead. Like, what the fuck is that about? Like a 16-year-old is like, oh yeah, I was thinking about being a lawyer, but and then you having a conversation with a man in the community. Yeah, I was thinking about being a lawyer, but it's a lot of education. And then the older man like, yeah, bro, you could really just go to school to be a truck driver.
Yeah, when people think about it, if you had to, I don't know, start the world over, and you was Noah, and you was picking what kind of people need to go in this fucking art to start the new world over, it can't be full of trades. It's not gonna work, and that's what I'm talking about. They don't understand how society is built as a whole. And then they don't understand who pulls the strings to determine if these trades get a union and if these trades get fair pay. And, if someone gets hurt, like no one understands how societies are built. And if you don't care, then the people who are in power, like your kind, they want you to continue to stay uneducated because that's how it's going to determine even what you make. So if you're concerned about money, you would be concerned about the people who decide if it's fair if corporations pay you this, if it's fair if corporations own all of the resources or what have you. You don't even see the bigger picture. And that's what I'm talking about. Y'all motherfuckers think small and you don't understand.
I'm glad you said that. Hold up, because you do have you have jobs where they should definitely have unions and they don't, because the employers are able to manipulate the people because they're not educated. They're not educated on the labor movement and the benefits of the union. They'll be like, well, they're gonna take $20 out your check, but they won't tell the person doesn't understand the benefits to having you get legal representation where they negotiate your pay instead of you following your boss around to try to get a raise, that you get better benefits because you have a collection working as a unit. But yeah, because of lack of education, if you look at some of these especially these corporate jobs and people not in union, that's one of the ways they fail you.
Thing is, everybody like, oh, what's wrong with trades? Why are we not telling little boys in our community that they could reach for the stars? I don't think that y'all see it in them. I don't think that black men see in black men that they can be a cardiologist. Somebody said in the comments the highest paid man I know is a cardiologist. Y'all don't think little black boys can be a plastic surgeon, huh? Y'all don't think little black boys can be astronauts, huh? Y'all don't think little black boys could be engineers. Y'all
Yeah,
don't see
but
that.
yeah,
Y'all
but
I
the
don't see that
trade.
in
disagree,
y'all
bro. I ain't gonna
mind. Y'all
lie.
see little
You
Wait,
black boys as truck drivers. Y'all don't see them as dentists.
but wait a minute though. But a lot of these trades are like essential, like to the community. Though. I don't want to like get off because what I was just saying is that
Nobody's
people. What
saying
I
that, but
no, I
I'm
get it.
saying, why don't y'all push little black boys to go further than trades? Y'all always talking about trades, but I don't think y'all see in y'all mind the way y'all speak, the way I'm seeing the black men in the comments. I don't think that y'all see little black boys as lawyers. Like, that's not how y'all perceive black men and black boys in y'all mind. Y'all don't see them as
It's not.
doctors. Y'all don't see them as
I mean,
judges.
I think
Like,
that's kind
at
of like.
all.
I think that's kind of like black excellence type rhetoric. But I mean, I think you could be
See
anything
how
you
you
want to
saying
be.
black excellence like it's so unattainable. Like
No, I'm
it
not
oh my
saying no.
god,
I'm
like
saying it's like a
if it's
class.
a
It's like
black
a
judge, oh my god, it's like
right. Yeah, a
so
black judge is locking niggas. Okay, that's yeah. We definitely need more of that. Okay, but what I'm
that's
saying
your
though is like,
perspective though.
yeah, I'm just saying though, like carpenters, truck drivers, like they are like essential like roles in society. Like we will need them like
Lou, do you
essentially.
understand that the
I
reason we lost our Voting Rights Act on a 6-3 vote is because we didn't have enough black judges? Do you understand that judges make laws? That
Well,
they
no,
roll
I
back, they roll
no
back shit. So why
judges
you
don't
talking
make
about locking?
The
judges don't
color
make
don't got nothing to
laws.
do
Listen,
with that shit.
No way, judges
it
don't
was
make
a
laws.
Supreme Court that listen. Y'all don't
Hey, can
understand
y'all hear me?
government. You don't understand
No, I do
government,
understand
and,
government. The
and so
legislative
so to make
branch
the
writes
comment that
laws.
people
You're
that
incorrect.
it listen, the Voting Rights Act. If you, I'm just going to shut up because you're not educated enough for this. But what Lynn is saying is correct because when we keep talking about other parts of society, the only thing y'all want to keep going back to is manual labor. Y'all want to defend manual labor. Not one person has come up here and defended any other part of our society that makes things run. Y'all want
Define
to stay
manual
on the
labor.
bottom rung.
No,
Wanting to continue to promote the bottom rung doesn't make sense. There are so many other layers to our society, and y'all keep defending staying in the bottom rung, which is manual labor. Why the fuck can't we have a conversation about something else instead of y'all saying, but we need this? We never said you didn't. The only problem is that's all that y'all see. Y'all looking from left to right in the bottom rung, which you mean naming plumbers, naming electricians. We don't care about that part. There's other parts of the society that we need, but y'all are so fucking focused on what you need, what you can do without an education that doesn't affect the society as a whole, that y'all can't get out of that shit, and it's fucking weird.
okay.
Hold
So
on, wait,
first
hold
off,
on,
wait, no,
Lou,
no, wait a minute. No,
Lou.
hold on, wait a minute.
No, hold on. All right, y'all. It's the lights are only at 27K. I need y'all to get the lights up to 50K. It's 180 plus of y'all in here. Please tap the screen to tap the screen to 50K. If you agree with the people on the panel, gift them. If you disagree with them, send them fucking corn or send them an eggplant so they can plug it if we got one. If y'all can please help Tara get to her gift goals and send your daily heart means. A lot of y'all have not sent y'all daily heart means. And that's it.
Yeah, and
Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say
thank
too.
you,
Wait, can I
Draco.
respond? Hey, can I respond?
Yes, you
Like that was a
can.
lot of.
If the people that are in trades were educated about the society and they also said it doesn't matter what the fuck I do on a day to day basis, I still understand my impact societally, and they could talk about the voting rights and they can say, well, I voted this way and all that, and they understand that, then okay. But I'm talking about the people who like I don't give a fuck, I don't know anything about that, and it don't affect me. That's the mindset that I'm attacking. I don't give a fuck what you do for your 9 to 5, or according to you niggas, y'all 16-hour shifts a day. You should have the understanding that no matter what I do to make money, I still understand there's other things that impact my society, my community that I still need to be a part of. And that's not what's happening.
get the comments to 35K and I turn them back on. Get the likes to 35K. I'll turn the comments back on. Y'all
All right.
angry cat.
I
I know
also think
y'all
there is enough
mad, but
guidance
No, but
angry
too.
wait a
Like,
minute.
cat.
if you really
Hold up.
think
Wait,
about it,
first
it's
off,
really
no,
about
hold up, bro.
guidance.
Hold up. First off, I was an engineer for 6 years. I'm just do that right now. My dad was a mathematician. So this whole thing, I'm only focusing on the bottom rung of trades is wild. Second of all, judges don't make laws. Congress makes laws. The Senate, the legislative branch makes laws. The judges, the judicial branch is designed to interpret the laws. And you're right, we do have some right wing fascists and a Coon and Clarence Thomas in there. So they are interpreted for the right wing agenda. But that's just that was yeah. I mean, let's just keep this shit where it's at. What I'm saying is these trades, we got to just. My whole point was that I do see people thinking that going to the trades is like easier, and I disagree with that. That was my whole point. You need math, you need communication, you need literacy to do a lot of these things. And it's not that I don't want anybody to be an astronaut or architect, but in reality, carpenters, plumbers, truck, they do have more net positive gains for the community than an astronaut. What is that? I mean, like I guess it looks cool to see a black man in space or a black woman in space, but like, how does that help niggas in the hood? Just because niggas on the moon, it don't help niggas in the hood. It don't. It's just a fact.
I also think it's about guidance too. Like it's also about the generation that tells the youth to do that. You have to look at where they come from too. It's not like their uneducatedness is that's all they know. You know what I mean? Like it's not saying something like, "Oh, you can't achieve it." It's more so like you know what works for you. You're gonna say something that works for the next generation. Not agreeing or disagreeing, but you can't look at it like we're like I don't know how to explain it, but just
Do y'all know the top earning group in America right now, like racial group?
Yeah, I know you're gonna say the Indians, but you gotta.
No, I wasn't gonna say Indians because Indian is their nationality. What's their race?
Oh, I mean they're Asian. I mean they're Asian, right? I was just being more like specific, but you're talking about Asian. Is it Asians?
Asians, correct?
Okay, yeah, but
you know why they have a thriving middle class, upper middle class?
Because of education. I understand that. I mean, but yeah, go ahead. I was gonna say with the
Where did their
South.
parents come from?
Wait, hold on. Can I talk?
Aren't they parents immigrants from a different country? What do Asian people tell their kids to go to school for?
Can I talk?
Various things, but it's like they don't control any institutions. They don't control the white
What do
supremacy
Asian
structure.
people tell their kids to go to school for?
STEM mainly.
Oh,
Thank you,
okay.
Felicity.
I feel like it's a different history though. With black people, we are
Yeah, it is a
historically
different
known for
history. And
doing.
he right, they don't own any institutions, and we have several institutions. We have HBCUs. So
Right. But you know that
it,
blacks are like historically known for doing trades, and they tried to take that away from us. They stopped incorporating them into schools, and I feel like now that they're
blacks are
bringing them
historically
back,
known for
they
doing trades. Why
yes,
are
they are
blacks
historically
historically
known
known
for
for doing trades?
for doing hands-on work. They were in school. They had programs in schools. They tried to take that away from us. I feel like the
Because
fact that we're getting them back in schools, and now we have more programs for young black kids to do trades. I feel like that's a great thing for us.
But
you do know how hard it is
Damn.
for a black man to become a judge or a lawyer just because of the simple fact of racism.
But hold up real quick. Hold
Proving the
up real
point.
quick. Because hold up. Yeah, and that's the point I was making earlier. There's a lot of careers out there that the reason why the younger generation isn't trying to obtain because they don't know about them, right? And y'all set these bad examples because you limit them. That's the problem. You're not giving like, oh, these are all of the options. You say, oh, this is what you need to do. Just like the guy came up here
Nobody
talking about
ever
the plumber
said
thing.
that.
Hold up,
Nobody.
I was talking. What happened is you got people out here who was talking about, oh, you can make 6 figures and live comfortably by being a plumber, and they're not being honest. They're not looking into it themselves. They're just pushing that. And the next generation, like, yeah, they're gonna become a plumber. And then they're a rude awakening that happens when they go out and they try to get a plumbing job because they don't have the skills. They have their plumbing business. That's what I'm saying. Y'all limit them. That's the problem.
I mean, that's still chasing education in a way, though. If we talking about the prompt is, why do men chase money instead of education? In the trade is still getting the education.
Y'all got a limited mindset, and that's what I've been trying
Who
to
is
point out
y'all
this
got a
whole
limited
time.
mindset though?
Y'all
Like
have a
ain't no
y'all.
y'all. What you mean y'all? Nigga, me personally. No, ain't no y'all. I work for the government. I work for the government. So ain't no
has
limited.
a limited belief system.
How do I have a limited belief system? I work for the government and I'm a CEO at 22
Rayshawn, who
as
has
a little black
picture
boy
with
who
his
couldn't be an
car.
astronaut or whatever you was talking about.
Rayshawn.
I'm not
I
finna sit
feel
here
like
and talk over you, bro.
trade
Like I
is
just
just
said,
following our ancestry. Like it's a why do it gotta be a problem with trade?
you keep saying y'all are limited. Ain't no y'all limited. If you want to get out here and do some shit, you can make some shit shake, bro. Shit it's not rocket science, bro.
How do you expect
Rayshawn.
a black boy from the hood to put himself in $90,000 in debt just to try to become a lawyer or a doctor when he can go to a trade and become a plumber and make six figures? Like that doesn't make any sense.
Okay, I
The same way the
don't
little
agree with
girls
that,
do.
bro. I don't agree with that.
The same way the little girls do, and become that lawyer and become that doctor. The
Okay,
exact
but
same fucking way. It's
there's a
the
limited
attitude
amount
that it's
of
the
girl
attitude
lawyers
that
the same
men.
way that there is boy
It's
lawyers. Like you
it's
acting like there's
what we're saying is that the men continue to push trades and manual labor jobs, and we're letting you know that there are things that can help us as a society. But I understand now, after talking to y'all, that you guys don't care about us as a community. You guys care about yourselves as an individual, and if you guys have that attitude, then that's what the people in power depend on. They depend on y'all staying out of positions that can actually affect change for the community and the next generation. And if you don't care about that, then it's going to work.
I have a question
I
for
think it also comes down to the provider aspect and like how people view men as a society in that sense. Like I have friends that have went to law school, passed bar exams, and still couldn't like figure
But no,
out
hold
like
on.
land a
That
job for
provider
that
thing
field.
is the problem too. Hold on, because this idea that like once you hopefully you graduate from high school, you just gotta provide. Like that's what I'm saying. Y'all can't even break out of that box because like it's all about conformity with y'all. Like this is what you're supposed to do. Like man's supposed to use his hands and you gotta take care of your family. Like what did you talk about? Y'all don't even let
It's not
y'all
even
not even let
about.
these
It's not
kids
that
hold
black and
up.
white though.
Hold
It's
up,
about.
hold
But I
up,
didn't
hold
finish my
up,
point,
hold
man.
up,
I didn't
hold
finish my
up. Yeah,
point.
you did because I was talking. Listen what I'm saying. Like y'all gotta understand that it's supposed to be the children are talk about what they want to do. They well-rounded, mean they have access to extracurriculars. They meet people in different type of fields. They learn about different things and they find out what they really want to do and they aspire to that. The problem is y'all putting them on a track by telling them this is what you're supposed to do. That's the disconnect.
Okay,
I
I
have a
think we
question.
agree to that. I
I
agree
don't
with
think
Hold
that.
that's ever
on. I'm
happened,
gonna
bro,
mute
Cal.
you because you in the middle of saying something. Hold on. One of y'all, what future do y'all see for the black community?
Wait, what type of question is that? Like,
Well, that's pretty
What
good.
future do you see for the black community?
What are you trying to ask though? Like
Then
what are you
what type of
mute
pinpointing?
up
question is
if
that?
you don't know how to answer the question.
Look at us. I bet all the women got answers.
All right, the
Of
answer
course.
is
So what's
I
y'all
answer.
answer?
What
Nah, I got an answer
future?
for you. I got an
Go
answer
ahead,
for you, bro.
Rayshawn.
Shit. In my personal age group, around me, I just see all of us getting to this money and building up our businesses and becoming our own boss. That's a future I see.
I
Yeah,
said
I don't
for the
see that.
black community.
That's what the fuck I just said. In my own age group, around me, the black men that I see in my age group are all
So
coming
in
up.
your age, so the black community in your age group is only comprised of men.
Bruh, I'm telling you what I can speak for. Your weird ass question. Do you want to answer or not?
Yeah, but it's
Like
not
I
the
said,
community. It's
around
not the
me,
community
Lou,
though.
your
It's
what
not the
question was
about
in
community.
you,
the
Lou?
Yeah, okay,
Take a
so
stab at it. What future
I
do
got
you
it.
see for the
So
black community?
yeah, I see the systems of white supremacy tightening up and us banding together and dismantling all these oppressive structures and rising to the top. But I also think education is the first and foremost. Literacy, mathematics, and communication skills should be like at the forefront, and then we should work together to build a better society. Dismantle patriarchy, capitalism, white supremacy, homophobia, trans. That's the great future I see. And I do.
Dang, what happened to him?
I ain't touch them.
I ain't either. And
But
Tara, I don't know if Tara did because he probably dropped.
No, I just said he disconnected.
Oh,
oh,
okay.
he
He
So
dropped.
Lynn,
No,
what do you
no,
hold
my
see for
bad.
the
on,
black
hold
community?
on.
I scrolled on accident. My fault. My fault.
Okay.
Yeah, that was yeah. Black capitalism won't save us just because one nigga got 100 niggas are billionaires that won't do
Hey,
shit.
Gabrielle.
We need to focus on having like no homeless black people. You know, black children, girls and boys being educated and also remediating education in adults. You know what I mean? Like that's another one too. We have a lot of adults that are lacking the skills as well. That's all I really
Thank
came.
you, Gabrielle.
So Lou, my
Yes, ma'am.
question to you is based on the men on the panel, the black men on the panel, and be honest, right? Be honest. Remember, accountability, black men. Let's see. Based on the men on the panel not being able to fathom that question, understand the question, and think about the community outside of the people that are their homies, what do you think? Where do you think we're headed, honestly?
I think we're gonna
I'm
stay.
not talking to you. I'm talking to Lou. He the only one who was able to answer the question.
You said, what do I think? Yeah, I mean, you know, black men, we do have a lot of shit we got to unpack. We got to deconstruct a lot of this patriarchy. A lot of black men do want to be white men. It just is a fact. You know, that's why you be riding for Trump and want to be billionaires. It's a lot of me first. You know, it's like I'm gonna get mine, fuck everybody else mentality. We got to break out of that shit. That's
I
because the
think
community is women and children. Black men, we really should be more so the buffer and uplifting them and centering them over ourselves. That's what I think.
Why do you think the men weren't even able to fathom that question? Like they're not even they can't even they can't fathom it, period.
I
Well,
think
like I said,
I wasn't.
it's a lot of I'm gonna get mine. You know, Nino Brown,
No,
cancel that.
Lou,
You know,
it's because of education. You have
thank you.
to
Yes, that's true.
educate yourself. It doesn't have to be these award institutions or HBCU. You have to first care. That's the first thing. And then you can educate yourself on what the community needs and how you can contribute or you can impact that. But if you are self-centered and all you care about is making a dollar like the prompt says, then you're not going to look and you're not going to participate. That's why they want to now respond after you've given the answer, Lou, when they couldn't give their own. So I don't want to talk to anybody who didn't have their own answer because they like to rebut, meaning I don't have an original point, but I'd like to argue against yours. If you have an original point and you could answer the question for yourself, let's have the conversation. But I hate the way y'all piggyback off of something when y'all was silent when the question was asked. But now you want to break down Lou's point, or you want to break
Is
down
it a
Okay.
Matt's
problem
point.
with
I
the?
answered the
Bring your
question
own
though.
point. Bring
Is
your
it a
own
problem with
point.
the? I'm gonna get my
They
own
don't.
my
They
mindset.
whole
still
point is
don't
that
You just
as a
understand.
you
Dark
community.
just
horse.
don't.
Dark horse. They
Y'all
still
keep
don't
saying we
understand the
can't fathom the
question.
question, but
They
how can we
still
speak for
don't
the whole community?
understand the question.
Hey,
And
Lou,
Lou,
I got a question for Lou
hold
though.
on, Lou. I'm not done with Lou. Lou, hold on, buddy. I have another question for you. How are we going to get rid of the current disenfranchisement of the black community? Like where do we start? Like where do we start?
Education. That's
Okay.
my education first and foremost. We got to be able to design and think of new systems, new power structures, and dismantling the establishment and state that are oppressing us.
So you have people saying that like you need money to have access to education, right? But it wasn't always that way. Why do y'all think that education is so unattainable? Why do you think it's set up that way?
Why
You
did you
know what?
say it wasn't
Look at
always
who
that
our
way?
president is.
Hold
I,
on, I can't listen to three people at one time.
I
You
would like
s-
to say that it's not
You said it
unattainable.
wasn't always that way.
Yeah, what does that mean?
No, it
It
wasn't.
was. It was that. It's always been that way.
I believe that it's about guidance in like
Thank
previous
you,
generations. They
Gabrielle.
were more so just looking for
No, no,
education
no,
in and
no.
of
Hold
itself.
up. No, education has not always been. It's something you have to invest so much money in. We also have tax money that can fund education, right? Like it's not that like
Not anymore.
again,
No,
you gotta
you
be educated
just
to know that.
you had just
But
said though that it hasn't
I was
always
just
been that way to pay
yeah.
money to
Hold on,
get an
you think it?
education.
Hold up. You think at all times you needed the amount of money you need now to obtain education?
No,
No,
I'm
that's called
just saying
inflation
that
over
it's
time. Yeah,
based
obviously, it
off of
costs more
factors.
now to get education, but it's always been some type of currency to get education, whether you're of higher social status, of whatever the case may be. Even going back to the Pilgrim days, like it's
The
always
Pilgrim
been.
days. What?
That was math.
The Pilgrim days?
I can't.
Yes,
Sir, be
did
for
I
Gotta
real.
stop.
did
Let
I
somebody else.
stutter?
Let somebody else.
There,
Yeah, they
Let
didn't.
somebody else
there are
respond.
people in power, right? Which would mean your voting power that gave a what do you call it, that forgave loans, right? So someone in power knew that the debt associated with education was weighing down the middle class and did something about it and came out and erased the loans because they understood the impact, right? And they said, what can I do to lift the burden off of the people who went to school because they're struggling economically, right? They forgave loans, right? And white people student loan debt. So they recognized the problem, said, who, this is an issue, and then that person in office passed it, and then those loans were lifted, right? So it does matter what you do as an individual, meaning who you vote for, who you put in office, because they're going to start to attack the problems of the middle class. They're going to say this is something else that we can do. So we understand the issue, but if you say, hey, this is a problem for me, who can I put in a position where they're going to affect this change, then you would do it instead of just saying, fuck it, I'm gonna be a plumber and it don't matter. I'm just gonna skip out on education, and you don't realize that you as a plumber may not be able to help the black community or what have you. That's why we keep talking about social sciences, but y'all continue to go back to trades. And trades do help you as an individual, as a family, but you're not only doing black plumbing and you're not working for a black employer who's getting black resources or what have you. It all still feeds back into this YT capitalist society, and we don't own any resources anywhere around the world. Not at all. And if y'all don't understand how whatever you're doing as a CEO and an individual businessman, whatever you're buying to supply for your company still goes right back up the pipeline to YT supremacy and and white capitalism, you don't understand that you're still paying right back into their pockets, and we haven't moved as a community. But if you don't care about the community, I would prefer you come out and say I don't give a fuck about the community. All I care about is getting mine, and when I'm gone, I'm gone. Because that's the mentality that's coming across right now.
I would disagree with that because we can't be
Thank
Superman.
you,
Like I hear
Sabella.
what you're saying about like being a steward for the community, but as a CEO, whenever we're putting money back in the quote unquote white man's pocket, I mean money's coming back in our pocket from the black community itself. So we're funneling these funds through the black community, through the white community. I mean, you keep saying we're thinking small, but you keep saying black this, black that. The world consists of black, white, Asian people. I mean, the dollar don't discriminate. So we can all get this money and uplift our community individually. It starts with yourself. I get what you're saying about being selfish, but at the end of the day, it starts at home. So we all can look at ourselves
Ray
and try to build up
Sean,
ourselves as a community. It'll be better.
Ray
What's up?
Sean, do you
What's up?
understand? Do you understand in what areas the black community is disenfranchised?
Explain a little bit more.
How do I explain more? Do you not understand what disenfranchised mean?
You don't understand your own question? I'm saying, explain to me a little bit more on what you mean by what areas are disenfranchised. Like, give me some examples. It's your
So
question.
you don't know.
What?
Health
Hold
care,
up.
educate.
He don't.
Go
It's your
Yeah, he
question.
help
don't
I'm
your
know.
asking
brother.
you
No,
just to
help. Let
explain a
him
little
help
bit
his
more.
brother out. Help your brother out, Lou.
Yeah, access to healthcare, education,
Finance,
gentrification, uh,
finance.
No, Dark Horse. Let the
um,
man help the man.
food insecurity. It's like we're at the bottom of the socioeconomic ladder due to white supremacy and capitalism in the state. I mean, the United States of America is like we're like second, third class citizens. Like right, basically we're
Gotcha.
the state.
So her question was, do I understand what areas are disenfranchised? Now that you just told me, what is the point of your question? Kaleem, call me, whatever your name is.
So you didn't understand what areas the black community were disenfranchised.
My question
If
was,
you
why
don't
could you not
understand the
explain your own
areas that the
question?
black community are disenfranchised, how can you help the black community?
He just told me what they were, so now that I do, let's go into your question, is what I'm saying.
That is my question. What the fuck are you talking about?
Bro, see, now we're sitting here arguing about nothing. Like,
You don't
what's the point?
know. The point
You,
was
you,
you don't know the areas in which the black community are disenfranchised. How can you help the black
so,
community? How can any
right, so
man?
your whole point of this question was questioning my education, the fact that I don't know
No, it
something.
wasn't
How does that
questioning
help
your
us?
education. You can be a plumber and know what areas of the community, the black community, is disenfranchised. You can be a
Okay,
janitor and
and
know
he
that.
just Lou just sat there and broke it down for me. I understand. Now your question is saying what I don't understand is what I'm telling you. You're sitting here asking me a question about, do I know this, that, and the third? Like, what's
No,
the point
you
of this
don't
whole thing?
understand my question. My question was, how can you help the community if you don't know the areas in which it's disenfranchised?
And I just went on to list how I am helping the community. I told you it all starts at
You're
home,
not helping the
individually.
community. You don't even know which area the community needs help.
Motherfucker, the community ain't perfect. It need help somewhere. It ain't rocket science.
I know. That's why I asked, in what areas does it need help?
Oh
So
my
we
And you
god.
don't
understand. Hold
know.
up.
You slow.
Hold
Let
up.
me
We
ask. So
know.
okay,
Hold
so
up. Hold up. No. Rayshawn, you don't understand systematic oppression. That's a problem. Liz wanted to say something real quick, and then we're gonna go to Mills.
Yeah. So I heard.
systematic oppression.
Hold up.
I heard somebody
I'm
say
muting you for a
that
reason.
education is always going to cost money. I mean, we know that in this country it used to be free, right?
They don't know that.
So yeah, it was.
No.
College used to be state college used to be free.
When did
And
they start charging, Liz? Tell them when they started charging for it.
They started charging when after integration, and they wanted to create systematic barriers towards people who are not white, particularly black people, to obtaining an education. But in many countries throughout the world, and it still is like that. I would say, like, yeah, you know, Canada, it's free. Australia, it's free. Like a lot of countries that are like similar to ours, it's free. But yeah, I mean, that's, and that also goes back to why we don't have socialized healthcare in this country as well. Is yeah, it comes down to racism. But this idea that education, that it's like a foregone conclusion that education is always going to be something that like you need money out of your pocket to obtain. That's not true. It's still not true in a lot of places throughout the world, and it wasn't true in the United States for a long time.
So my question to that would be, what do you want us to do about that?
I have a solution.
All right. He getting on my nerves. He gotta go.
Yeah, Rayshawn,
Oh,
you're not
yes, sir.
smart enough to engage. You got to go.
Go ahead, sir. What you want to say?
I was going to say I had to salute. Instead of, I see people talk about like group economic, like putting money together. What about like let's like donate an hour to like our community? I'm talking about time, not money. Donate an hour, 2 hours to your community. Go around, find out who your neighbors are. Help kids learn how to read. Help other adults learn how to read. Help somebody
But that's
with their home.
the thing. The
Mhm.
women get shamed and fucking like talked down to for going to get educated, and women work in fields that help the community. That's the interesting part.
Okay, but y'all, I want to see, like, y'all ask, how can we help
Hold
the
up, Mills
community?
didn't. Hold up, Granny. Mills didn't go yet.
Hello. Yeah, just my, thoughts here was, I don't think necessarily higher education or, college is necessarily for everyone.
Like, who is it not for? Tell us who it's not for.
I mean, as, these kids are like, say, getting out of high school, 17, 18-year-old kids. They don't always exactly know what they want to be or what they want to do at that age. You may have a son, you may have a son or a nephew or somebody.
Hold up real quick. When you first enter college, you literally take general education courses. Like, there are people who don't have their major and they take a wide range of classes before they
Right.
decide what
And
they
a
want
lot
to
of
do.
kids think that may be a waste of time. because now you're paying for college, but you don't really know what you want to
But
be.
no. Tell us what type of people that's not for.
I
No fact
mean,
to that.
I think it's some kids who just don't, like, for example, if you
College
had
isn't for black people,
no,
in
I'm not
particular
saying that. It's
black
white
men.
kids too,
No,
Hispanic kids,
college
or
isn't
whatever.
for black
Damn, let him
people.
talk. I keep cutting him
I'm
off.
just saying. No, I'm just talking about that at that age. I mean, you may have a son, a nephew, whatever. Hey, what do you want to do after high school? Yeah, you should go to college, man. No, mom, I don't want to go to college. No, dad, I don't want to go to college. No, they're not interested in doing that. It has nothing to do with their race.
But that's the connection I was talking to about earlier about when they look at how education is viewed inside of the grade school, right? And from boys to be masculine is not associated with being educated. So they'll go the route of popularity instead of trying to obtain education. You're like, well, now we got a 17-year-old don't want to go to college or whatever, because like that's why a lot of these schools start implementing college mindset in the kids when they're younger, because like, yeah, you may not know what you want to do, or you might decide to pursue something and that don't work out, you do something else, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're saying there's a certain type of person, just because you don't know what you want to do, don't mean you wouldn't benefit from being educated.
No, I'm not saying that there wouldn't be a benefit to it. But a lot of kids feel like once they graduate from high school, they don't necessarily want to go right back into school again. A lot of times they want to start working. They want to start getting money. A lot of times mama might say, hey,
So what
you 18 years
happens?
old,
Okay,
you need to get
so
up out my house or get a job or do something.
so what
So
happens? What happens when you get a job right out of high school, right? What type of job do you get right out of high school?
Well, again, that's when we start going back into the trades, and I think people look down on tradesmen as this is some type of low tier job. I mean, but a lot of trades, electricians, plumbers, carpenters, barbers, auto workers, Ford, GM, Chrysler, a lot of people are making into six figures off of a trade. At 17, 18 years old, you start getting into that. By the time you're 20, 25, 26, you could have a very successful career as a tradesperson.
Mills, do you know what Jack and Jill Society is?
No,
You don't know what Jack and Jill is?
I don't know what a Jack and Jill Society is. No.
No? Okay. Do you know what the Boulay is?
Do I know what? Do I know what the blade?
Do you know
Can
that
you just explain?
do you know that historically, of course you do, Leon. Of course you do, Leon. Come up here. Come explain what Jack and Jill is to your fellow brethren.
I mean, I would like to hear you explain it if you don't mind.
Leon, come explain what Jack and Jill is to your brethren.
It's a black elitist society, like where
Yeah,
they.
it's a black elite society. Explain to him, Leon.
It's a black elite society.
Tell him what Jack and Jill is, Leon.
I mean, I'm not sure how this is relevant. Where is this going?
I'm going somewhere. Leon,
Yes,
tell him
ma'am.
what Jack and Jill is.
It's an organization that aims to promote proper etiquette and socialization among young black children, and they have them all over the United States. Typically, it's more geared towards the girls, but the boys are in there too. But they do like balls and stuff. They have black tie events. They do all kind of stuff that promotes, like I said, like it's not. I don't think it's elitism. I don't know who said that, but it's more about just socialization and teaching them that like they can have more in life. Like they can aspire to be like doctors, lawyers, and different things like that. And typically you have those types of people that are in those professions heavily involved in the organization, helping the kids navigate through middle school, high school, and getting into college.
So in Jack and Jill, Leon, if your child is, let's say, 7 and you ask him, what do you want to be when you're older? And they're surrounded by people like, of the same stature, and your child says, I want to be a doctor. What does Jack and Jill do for your child?
Well, they do a few things, but the primary objective is to help that child get into the discipline, meaning like taking the right courses.
To kind of expose him to more options or
more options.
But again, at that point, they're 7 years old. By the time they're 2 years go by at 17, kids' minds change. He may want to be a doctor when he's 7 years old, but when he's 17 years old, he may not want to do that.
It's a mentorship. And then once they are in
Yeah, I get it.
alignment with whatever field they want, that mentor is actually going to help them or what have you.
Hmm.
What is, hey, I'm on the board at this particular college or what have you. Oh, I have influence
Thank you,
here. This is where I
Fana.
donate. They're going to push that person in that direction. So the difference between Jack and Jill versus what Tara was saying, if you say, hey, I'm out of high school and I don't know what to do, and you're saying trade, he didn't want to be a plumber. You just told him about money. You
No, and I
didn't
think
ask
also,
about his interests.
do you think the
But
schools
Not
have?
only
if you're
that,
Is that a problem?
exposed, but if you're exposed to those fields that we're talking about that actually can directly affect the Black community, these social sciences, this STEM stuff that can actually affect the Black community, and you have a mentor
Thank
who's
you,
going to help
Gabrielle.
you get to it, then you're going to be someone else who can help promote the community. And that's what it is about. It's about understanding that if we band together, we can increase our numbers when it comes to lawyers and doctors and politicians. That's what it's meant to do instead of the other mindset, which is just money first. Now, they see that these people have way more money than these tradesmen will. Those people in Jack and Jill are out here funding
generational wealth.
universities, and their name is on the wing of the hospital. Like there's
It's,
bigger money to be had, and it then also
it's
affects and helps the community. It's not just an individual person making so whatever money you want to say in a trade. They're also helping the next community the next generation come up.
So you
But the
think
So,
point, the
so
trades
point
you're
gonna
is,
be
saying
in a
hold
war
on,
with
hold on, hold
Bangladesh?
tradesmen
on,
don't
hold
improve the
on,
community or
hold
help the
on,
community?
Hold on.
hold on. The
Can I talk
point
though?
in me, no, Granny, shut up. I don't know who let you back up here. The point in me saying that, Mills, is because if a child, like most of the children in Jack and Jill, they don't stop wanting to become what they want to become. The reason why the little boys and girls who are in your vicinity in the hood and in most Black communities don't go after what they want to be, because if you
Well,
ask
I'm
a
in the
kid,
hood.
what do you want to be? What do you want to be when you grow up? And they say a dentist. The reason why they fall off is because the people around them lead them to believe that it's too hard. What they do is expose the children to dentists and tell them that that is a possibility.
Now,
That's all the kid
you're gonna have to come up
needs.
with some examples
now,
of black men tearing down black kids. Like that's never happened.
So hold up.
That's
No,
never
hold up.
happened. No
No,
one ever told a
It's
black kid
hold
he
up,
shouldn't be a
sir.
dentist. That's never
Sir.
happened.
No.
That's
Hold
never.
up, no. Hold up, y'all not following the conversation.
Yeah, just keep
That's what he
muting
was
me,
talking
bro. That
about.
shit's never happened,
Hold up,
bro.
I
You just
know.
talking
I'm
about
not gonna mute you,
nothing.
I'm gonna drop you. Stop interrupting me. Here's the thing about that, right? Because, yeah, like a 17-year-old talking about they don't know what to do, and you like, well, go work here and do this because you like get the money. That's the problem, right? What Lynn is referring to is an identity, right? Kids formulate an identity, not just what they want to do, but who they are as a person, what they care about fundamentally, and then they stay on that track. That's what y'all failing to realize. 16, it's 17, 18, you like, let me just get some money. A lot of people do that, end up in dead end fucking jobs. And the fact that y'all not being honest about that is the problem.
Tara,
Well,
Because
also,
you
I
take a
agree. I
fucking
think it also
job.
depends on too.
Hold up. Let's be honest. Because we all know somebody. You get a fucking job at 17, 18 because you're just trying to get some money. 10 years later, you might just be at that same motherfucking job. Like
but Tara,
that's a problem.
look, Tara, I don't want to come off as rude, but I see y'all not responding to any point I'm making. Y'all asking what can help the Black
Hold on, stop
community.
crying about it and make the point.
Relax. Look, I'm gonna tell you. Y'all asking what can help the Black community, and I'm trying to tell y'all trades is what's getting us to bond together, because that was something that was taken away from
Hold
us.
on, no. I'm not saying you can't pursue trades. That's not even the point that I'm making. I understand for some people a trade is the way to go, and there's nothing wrong with that.
And that
What
could
I'm
also
saying
add
is,
value to the community as
hold up,
well.
shut the fuck up. Again, that's not the argument that I'm making. The problem is you're telling this 17-year-old, 18-year-old child to make a decision based on their current financial need. It's not something about what they want to do, who they feel they are as a person, or something that they could think about in the future. What you're relying on is something that's instant gratification. Just get some money. That's what he said. They gonna just have to get some money. And you're not going to, the jobs you can get around that age ain't going to be shit. Let's be honest. What the fuck is y'all talking about? Y'all acting like a bunch of people don't work over at fucking Amazon and fucking Walmart, stacking the fucking shelves. Y'all making it seem like, oh, everybody got to trade. They got to do it. No, be fucking honest.
But we
You got motherfuckers
prioritizing
out here. Hold up,
education when you fucked up,
sir.
right? We prioritize education when motherfuckers be fucked up. And motherfuckers be needing this money. We don't think about that. You thinking about, you saying this, I'm gonna get my own mindset is a problem. It's a lot of ignorant motherfuckers out there. Some motherfuckers really need this money. You talking about
Right.
education, you want to go into college and lose all this money. You don't even know if you're gonna stay in college. A lot of people go to college, spend all that money, and they fail. They fail. And not a lot of people is
The thing is, Granny, you sound young, so Auntie gonna hold your hand when I tell you this. I'm sorry that somebody in your life didn't tell you what I told my nephew, who is 20 years old, and he was looking at what to do in life, and he actually likes rapping, right? He likes making clothes. He likes football, right?
okay.
He's in school. And he also does construction because his dad was in construction and his dad did trades. So he has all of these things, and he's like, Auntie, I have all of these things, and people keep telling me to go to school, and I want to do this and I want to do that. And I said, you know what? Do them all. And he was like, what? What you mean? And I said, think about it. You can literally do them all. I said, nephew, you
So
can
we're
go
not
to
accounting for the
school.
stress that
You
comes
can
with
go
that.
to school, but he's 20. He don't got no kids, and he only deal with girls if necessary. But now that he is doing it all, right? He got a job. He in school. He work on his music and his clothes and his free time because that's his hobby. He played football at school. Like, he's literally doing it all. And he called me and he said, Auntie, that was the best advice you ever gave me. Like my homeboys be asking me, like, oh, you want to do this? You want to do that? And I'm like, nah, I'm about to go home and work on my clothing brand. Or nah,
And
I gotta go
But
home
he
and
has
work
the
on my
opportunity to
capacity
do
for
that.
that.
A lot of people
Not
have the
everyone has
opportunity
the
to do
mental
that.
capacity
A lot of
for
people
that.
have different,
He has
backgrounds
stuff.
and upbringings. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
You don't
Oh
know what
my
the
gosh.
person's.
Oh
You don't
my
know what the
gosh.
person's.
Y'all attacking me. Jesus Christ, I can't hear you because I'm still talking. I can't hear you. What triggered you? What triggered you? What triggered you?
Nothing
No,
triggered me.
I'm
I
just
was
saying,
just saying.
What triggered you?
I was just responding to your
What
comment. That's
triggered?
all.
How can you respond when I'm not done?
Well, to what you had
I'm just
said.
How
saying,
can
not
you
everybody
respond
got
when I'm not
not everybody
done?
got the mental capacity for that, man. Not everybody is ready for all that. I
Why you
mean,
don't
it's
have
good
the
that he's doing
mental? Why
that.
you don't have the
But see,
mental capacity to have a hobby?
well, I'm just
No, I'm
saying though
saying
is it depends on people's backgrounds as well.
Why you
Also,
don't have the mental capacity to have a hobby, Granny? How old are
it's
you?
not to have a hobby. It's
Granny,
to manage.
Granny,
It's to balance.
Granny,
It's to balance all of these
Granny,
activities at once.
Granny. How
It's to
old are you,
balance.
Granny?
19,
And
and it's to
you, baby, you too young to think you don't have
how.
the capacity.
How are we
but
to?
but hold
What are
on.
you
Look, I
doing?
also
Get on
think that.
TikTok right
Now you're
now.
taking now. Listen, now you're saying I'm too young to have to
Do
not
you
have the
live?
mental
Do
capacity,
you live
and
at
you
home,
you you
Granny?
don't understand. You don't
Granny,
understand what comes
Granny,
with. So
Granny. Do you live at home right now?
so
That's the
young people
thing.
can't stress.
Yeah.
Granny, do you live at home?
So young people can't stress. Is my
Granny,
question.
do you live at home?
Ma'am, you've been asking irrelevant questions this whole
Granny,
life.
do you live at home?
You've been asking
Do
irrelevant
you
questions
live
this
at
whole life.
home, Granny? Do you live at home with your parents?
No,
You have your own apartment.
you've been asking irrelevant
Do
questions
you
this
live?
whole life.
All right,
Stay on
Granny.
topic. Let's
Goodbye.
stay on.
Bye, Granny.
So the
Oh,
problem
can I
is,
finish
hold up,
Can I ask
Mills.
a
my point?
question?
Hold up. No. Hold up. That's the problem, right? Because, like, all right, 19 and he done, Lord, it sound like he already gave up on life. That be like, you fucking young. Think about your future. It ain't about just right now. It's not just about right now. And the fact that you got grown men agreeing with him instead of trying to advise him is the fucking problem in the first place.
But sometimes
That's
it
the
is about
problem.
Oh,
right now,
I
No,
though.
hold
I
up,
mean,
Mills. Hold up. Because you've proven a fucking point, Mills. You already ready to argue alongside a 19-year-older instead of stopping and say, hold up,
I have a different
no,
point.
You don't
you
even
need
I
know
to
have
what
a
I
think
was
different
about
about
your
to
point.
say.
future.
I have a different
You don't
point.
even know what I was
And the
about to say
crazy
though.
thing is, Tara, is that he's stressed because he don't have an outlet, and he don't realize that the reason why my 20-year-old nephew is not stressed is because he doing what he loves to do on top of getting shit done. Like music is his outlet. Working out is his outlet. Like going to work and making money and saving money is his outlet. Like going to school is his outlet. He like it's a lot of stuff going on in my mind. Like it's because you don't have any hobbies and you don't do the stuff you
But
enjoy and you
That's
love. You
so
haven't
ignorant. You
But
don't
cultivated
know what's
everybody
yourself.
going
doesn't
on in
have
that
the
man's
opportunity
life.
or the
That's so
chance to
ignorant.
do that.
That's so
Man,
You
ignorant.
know what I'm
I
saying? He lives in
disagree.
a
That is
different type
so
of
ignorant.
lifestyle. He lives in a different type of
hold on, it's too
household.
many people
you didn't even
Everybody
talking.
ask
doesn't live in the
No,
him.
same type
Y'all
of
don't know nothing
household.
about that man. Y'all
Everybody
didn't
doesn't
even
live
Neither
in the
do
ask
same type
you.
of
him.
Neither do
household.
you. And you trying to
Some
judge
people
him.
have
hold
to
up,
have that
hold
that
up. You just
income
got up
right
here.
away. Some people have to get that.
Okay, Mill. Hold up, Mills. You saying the same thing. Like I said, again, as a grown man, you hear a 19-year-old fucking, he just into adulthood, talk about like, oh, everybody can't do that. You got stuff going on. Instead of advising him, you like, no. And that kind of goes back to what you saying, Lynn, because like just going into a trade, you may not even fucking like the job. You might not enjoy it. And y'all like, well, you can get money there. Like do a lifetime of something that you fucking hate because you can get money.
I have
You can hate
That don't
being a
make
lawyer.
hold
You
on,
make
no, hold up.
everybody that's lawyers don't love being a lawyer.
No, hold up, sir. You're missing the point.
Can I
You're
speak?
missing the point. Go
Can I,
ahead, Elijah.
so
Hold up, Josh didn't go. Hold up. Josh didn't go.
Yeah, yeah, I just had a couple points. First, and I ain't gonna be long. First, going back to when y'all was talking about as far as the family aspect. And I know the other lady was talking about the voting rights and things like, and she wants to be honest. If we really want to be honest, then talking about the men not doing that, that's the women as well, because of the fact that nowadays women are single, raising these single family households with these boys. And so when the boys get of age or graduate from college or graduate from high school, parents, they low income. She's only, you know what I'm saying? She got one income, maybe 1, 2 kids. So colleges, those things aren't on the table as let me say this. Those things aren't on the table as accessible to more young black boys because of the way that and I say this respectfully, that the way that the female has statistically ruined the household. Now, this isn't just opinion. This is statistically. Now, I'm not saying every woman is like that, but statistically in the black community, women are pushed for marriage, then pushed for divorce. So now you leave the black family torn apart. So now the options for the kids are very limited. So
I don't agree with that, man.
those trades
He
will.
an
I'd rather
incel.
have
What the hell is he
I don't
talking
think
I'd
about?
rather
Hold
have a
up. Hold up,
plumber.
y'all.
I don't
No,
agree with.
hold up. Cause he a fucking incel. That's what I'm saying. You're a fucking incel. You're a fucking incel. That's why he's saying this stupid shit. He's saying some stupid
But hold on, can
shit.
I speak? I think I know what he was trying to say, but he definitely said it
No, you
very,
can't. You
very
can't clean
wrong.
that shit up. You can't clean
Yeah,
that shit
no,
up. That was
I
some
can,
bullshit.
I can. But I think what you're trying to
Why
say
would you
is
want
that
to? Hold on. Why
He
would you
wasn't
want
wrong at all.
to? Hold on, Jay. Why would you want to clean it up? Like you the
because
cleanup man?
he said it
That's what you
wrong.
do?
Because I'm
You the
trying to prove
cleanup
a point.
man. Okay, you the cleanup man. Go ahead and clean them up. Go ahead, rag. Go ahead and clean them up.
Yeah, you're so funny. Ha ha ha. But anyways, what I think you were trying to say is there are a lot of like situations where there are single mothers who have multiple kids. So as a 17-year-old boy, say you have 2 little brothers, 2 little sisters. You don't have
Douglas, I
the
don't know
5 years to
why they
go be a
got
doctor, go
you.
be a lawyer. You have 1 year to go get some money and help your family out. That's a more normal situation for the black community. We don't have like most boys don't have the time to go be what they want to be. They have to go provide for their family. That's real
Mm-hmm.
shit.
Man, are you
Yep.
okay? We
That's
live
what
in
I
the
was
black
saying. Hold up.
community too.
That's why I was saying earlier about the provider shit. Y'all push that on them. That's the crazy part. No,
What do you
you
mean we push that?
don't.
Just look at
Yes,
the
we do.
stats.
Hold up,
What do you mean, bro?
sir.
Just look at
Listen
the
what I'm saying.
stats.
Why the fuck? Hold up. You don't have to have a fucking family. You ain't got your shit together. What are you talking about?
What the fuck
Now
are
you
you
gotta
talking
have
about? The
providers.
family comes first. What the
Tara,
fuck are you
hold
talking
on,
about?
Tara. They're lying. We live in the black community too. Are you telling me that 18 and 19-year-old little black boys are going to get a job to take care of their younger siblings?
Yes.
How many
Yes, that
young
happens all
19 and 18-year-old black boys do you have in your family that are actually going to get jobs to take care of their siblings and not just take care of themselves? Like, let's be fucking honest. We live in the
that shit
fucking black
happens all
community.
the fucking
They are
time, bro.
lying. Y'all are lying. Y'all are fucking
You
liars.
don't think mama
Now
asked
we're
the
lying.
kids for
Bro,
money?
look up
Parents
the
ask
stats,
you to
bro.
get
Look
jobs
up
to
the
take care
stats,
of
bro.
Just look at the
yourself.
You don't think
stats.
mama
All
asked
You're
the
you
a
kids
have
for
to do
money?
is look it up. Just
liar.
look at the
You're a
stats.
liar.
Just
We're in
look
the
at the
community
stats, bro. Just
too.
look at the
You're
stats.
a fuck. There's no stats. There's no
Can I
empirical
say
data
something?
on young black boys going to get a job to take care of their family. You're a fucking liar. Your
You know what?
mom at the
You're a
most,
fucking idiot. That's what the
your
fuck you are.
mom at the
You're a
most
fucking idiot.
tells you to get a job to take care of yourself. To take care of yourself. You're a liar.
Yeah, I just want
Can I say something real quick?
I just want to say real quick that the unemployment rate for young black men is too high for that to be real. It's just not real.
They're lying. And the only reason why their mom be so hard on them and be kicking them out or telling them that they can't live here is because they don't want to do anything.
Ma'am, just look at the stats.
That's the reason why.
You don't think the mothers ask the kids for money?
So what if they do?
Ain't
Your
that taking
mama
care?
asking
And
you for
that's helping you
$200
take
out of
care of
your
your
little
family.
measly check.
It's
So
it's a
what?
simple
That's helping you take care of your
Google
family.
And
search.
you think
If your
black
It's a
son,
simple Google
if your son is graduating high school and he does,
Hold on. So what I hear y'all saying is these boys, they gotta go get a job, they gotta take care of siblings because the daddies ain't there. Is that what y'all saying? Because the daddies they ain't there, they compromise their futures.
For
Are you
whatever
saying that the
reason, if it's
daddy
because
ran off? Hold up. You said that the daddy ran off and now he gotta help raise the kids that the daddy didn't raise? Is that what you're saying? That daddies don't give a fuck about their children, their sons specifically in their future?
some don't.
some don't. But guess what? Moms need to do a better job picking men. Moms need to get married before they have
Oh,
kids and stop just
brother.
giving rid of the niggas babies.
Or
That's
men
what
could
we
just
need
stop
to
being
And these are
trash.
facts. These family, this
Yeah,
is
and then
facts. This
you
isn't
raise
like
that child.
hyperbole. These
So
are
hold
facts.
on, y'all. Hold on. So y'all gonna run past what Tara? It's so funny that they ran past what you said because when they were talking, I was thinking that this is also the way that they talk about or justify these younger men, committing crimes because they got to take care of the family, and it's always because of the absent father. It's always because they create this narrative where they blame the woman to say that, oh, I had to do these things for my mother. No, you had to do these things because your father compromised your future. Your father left you to do his job. Hold on. Shut up. Hold on.
A baby with a skull.
Once the damage is done, the way that y'all excuse y'all fathers, because it doesn't matter who picked them, he your father. And the way that y'all excuse these fathers from leaving the community in shambles and leaving the household in shambles is very, very convenient. The way y'all want to put the blame
It's
back
the
on the
woman's
mother.
fault. Just
It
look at
doesn't
the stats.
matter. It doesn't matter. The fact that men will leave children with these monstrous women who ruin their future is diabolical. If men have it together and all of this stuff, and it's the woman's fault, why did your father choose a woman to have you with? Why would your father leave his precious seed in a woman who would fuck up your future then?
Why would your father abandon you like that to be left destitute? Why? Y'all don't have those answers because y'all want to blame, and it's a lie. Hold on.
Just
And it's
because
a lie because y'all are the way that men in the Black community would try to figure out ways to justify them barely working, barely going to school, selling candy, committing crimes. The way that they will blame their mothers for them making those decisions is fucking diabolical, as if young Black girls are not also in these households. And those same households that you claim that you sacrificed for, how come it was your sister who was doing the cleaning, the cooking, and the working too? How come
okay,
she
ma'am,
was able to
we
go
understand that that's
and be a nurse?
painful.
Y'all don't be making sense. Y'all are all, they are perpetual victims. They be fucking lying. It's disgusting. Y'all need to stop. Change. Go to something else. Stop repeating the same shit. Stop making excuses. The damage done. Now what? Now what? What to do now?
But you told the men their
No, your connection fucked up. Go ahead, Heat.
So why do men chase money instead of education? I don't know, because these men are making a whole lot of excuses. My youngest son, his favorite pastime is playing video games. That's all he loves to do, play video games. My son he graduated from high school early, and he's now in college for video game design. He said this is what he want to do with his life. It is not hard for you to take something that you like and turn it into money. Y'all just have a lot of excuses, and people want to they want to be able to say, I don't have the time, I can't do this. There's too many resources out here that the men are not taking advantage of. Every time I hear about a program where they're helping people who have business owners and I participate in these programs, it's always women. It's always women participating in these programs, learning about how to establish their businesses. It's always women in the room when they have anything that's supposed to be trying to help the community, the neighborhood, whatever. It's always the women. There are never any men in the room. And I don't understand it. And again, they make a lot of excuses simply because they don't want to. I really wish that men would start acknowledging that they simply don't want to, because there is no rhyme or reason for you to be able to say, oh, the problem is because these men are being raised in a single mother household. Okay. How does that keep you from becoming a man? I mean, if anything, you watched your mother work and pay all the bills by herself. You had the blueprint. She showed you how to live by herself. Hell, she had to do a two-part job. She had to be the mother and the father. You watched her take care of you. You watched her take care of herself. You watched her take care of her home. She showed you what you're supposed to do, and you still didn't you didn't follow her lead. I don't understand this excuse. And that's just all it is. And
it's
you
not
can't
as prevalent
use it anymore
as you
because
think.
the girls
I
are
would
doing
like
well.
to add a different perspective into this conversation.
Ma'am, it's
First
not
of
as
all,
prevalent as you think. I think.
Can I speak?
It's not as prevalent as you think. It's not that prevalent as far as it may look like that because of the community. It may look like that because of the community, and we're small. But as far as like nationwide, it like the numbers, and if you do the research, it's not that prevalent. But that's what I'm
But it's
saying.
not prevalent.
Right. He not even finishing
So
the
as
sentence.
far as go ahead. I didn't want to
Tell us
disturb you.
what's
What I'm
not
saying is,
prevalent.
so what's not prevalent is as far as the black woman and the black child, that type of dynamic. That's not that prevalent in the black community.
Wait, so you telling me that single mothers are not taking care of the kids? Well, then who's taking care of the kids? If it's just the woman, if it's just the mother, who the hell is taking care of the kids?
Exactly. You're absolutely
exactly
right. So
there.
now
There's no exactly. You don't understand nothing.
Listen. So you're absolutely right about these single mother women they're taking care of these kids, but they're not raising these kids. So now you have these black men that you're referring to that only feel that the trades are the options for them is because
Sir, were you raised by a single mother?
And no, I wasn't.
Okay.
And I was not raised by a single mother.
So your mom was married.
No, my mother was married, but I also
To your father?
I also listen. I also read and I look at the stats, and
We can't tell.
Okay. Well, you just have to do. It's a
Yeah, you're
super
the you're
Google
the
search,
you're the
Lehigh.
problem.
But what she's saying is
Okay.
like we read the stats too, and so when the
He
girls are
not,
doing
girl, he
well in the
couldn't even
same
Okay. So
household,
if
finish
you
his
read the
sentence,
stats, then
Heather. Do you think
okay.
he can really do you think he really reading stats? He couldn't
Yes,
even
it's
finish his
okay. We
sentence.
can absolutely look at the Google search and see. It's not, and I
No,
don't want to, and I'm not
we
disrespecting.
absolutely not. We moving on. I'm not about to sit up and listen to him struggle and buffer and barely complete a sentence. No, he got CTE in the motherfucking head. Go ahead, Go ahead. Go ahead. What's
Yeah, I would
wrong?
just like to say, from my perspective, my name is Marcus. I'm a fourth year mechanical engineering student. I just transferred from North Carolina A&T State University. You
Sir,
know,
get
just
to the
perfect.
point. We don't give a fuck about your stat. Get to the
I feel like
point.
all these conversations that we're having right now are a total slap in the face to the black men that are out there trying to do these things. I feel like you're not giving credit to the black men that are trying out here. We're just talking about, oh, y'all don't do shit. Y'all don't do shit. Black men aren't shit.
So
So what about the black men who are doing shit?
hold up. Something wrong with y'all. Something's fucking wrong with y'all. If I was a black man and I'm in a conversation where men are basically downplaying education, I'm not gonna come into the room like, oh, why won't y'all give more accolades? Why won't you address the men who are doing this shit then? If you're fucking educated and you wanted to come up here, give your resume, you have accomplishments, why the fuck would you not address the men who are saying that education don't fucking matter? Why would you come here and say, oh, y'all need to give out stickers and shit? What the fuck is you talking about? That's stupid.
They can't
That's
go.
dumb. Is that why you gave your resume? You want a fucking cookie or something? Like, what the fuck? Like, you want us to stop this conversation to acknowledge a motherfucker on the internet claim you went to school? Fine. But we can't talk about these men literally out here. They're on the panel right now blaming women for the reason why young boys are not getting education. And you like, let me take my educated up ass up there and shame those women and scold those women for not giving accolades to the men. Are you okay? Are you fucking okay?
Yeah, I told a 19-year-old that he got the ability to do more than one thing, that he got the power in him to go get educated and to have a job and to work on his hobbies on the side. And they told me I was shaming him because he said that he can't do it. What you talking about, young man? And I want to know, do you have a mother, a black mother? Marco, is your mother black?
Y'all muted me. Yes, both of my parents are together.
Okay, so what did your mom how did your mom push you to be able to get where you're at today?
My mother was a teacher, and I didn't have an option to go to school. My dad, he was also educated, and I didn't have an option.
Thank you, Lady Q.
Does that answer your question?
You didn't have an option. You didn't have an option to do what? Be more clear.
I had to go to college.
Okay. And do you feel like that was to your benefit?
Most definitely. And I think that
So what do you think?
Okay, so I'm not disagreeing. I think that we should be going to college. And I think that what this question boils down to at the end of the day is W.E.B. Du Bois versus Booker T. Washington, the NAACP versus vocational schools. That's all we're arguing about. Literally.
Thank you, Lady Q. No. You're missing it, right? Because the assumption is if it's not college, it's trade school. That's not the case. That's what I'm saying. Like, there are other people who work in jobs they did not think they would be working in their 30s and 40s and shit. And they going to retire at Amazon, but they got a business plan for something they going to do on the side because they never got to live up to their dream. It's not about arguing against a trade. You're missing the point. These men are saying that, oh, you shouldn't even pursue education. That's the thing. They're not saying go into the trade because, you know what? I see you always working on cars. That seems to be like a project of yours. You should really go into that. Maybe think about having your own business. That's not what they're saying. They're saying, oh, you got to go get a trade. You got to get the money.
And
that's what they're saying, because college isn't for you. That's essentially what they're saying.
I agree. College, we should be pushing for everybody, but I also don't think that we should just be mindlessly pushing education, because like I said, I went to A&T. I experienced a lot of people who were just in school just to be in school. They were just getting business degrees. They were getting fashion degrees. Like, at the end of the day, you're just putting yourself into debt. So I don't think we should just be pushing degrees. We should be pushing STEM.
Thank you, Gabrielle.
We should be pushing majors that are actually going to make you money. I don't think we should just be mindlessly pushing education, because that's going to lead you into more debt if you're not paying attention to what you're actually in school for.
I know,
I
like
think that
so,
part of the
there's a lot of
conversation was
people
inherently
too
flawed.
who have. So there's a lot of people out there.
He got his degree in electronics. He was born in '66, so it was way before all of that.
Okay, so how did your parents cultivate you into going into the engineering field?
Well, I just wanted to be an engineer watching my dad. He was an satellite engineer. I was in like elementary school, and then he worked for the FBI. So just seeing my dad, he was an example for me that pushed me into engineering.
Okay, and then your mom, who was a teacher, I'm sure she promoted education.
Yeah, like I said, I have a choice.
And so, I
also have two older sisters. One of them graduated from FAMU for architecture, got her master's. So other one, she graduated from Berklee College of Music. She sings for India Arie. She's a current background singer.
Okay, so being that your mother was an educator, right, and your dad, he kind of cultivated what you went into. Together, they joined together, and now you have a degree. You went to go get
for engineering.
Right. Don't you think that both people played a part?
Yeah.
And like, this is my question to you, because this is how I think as a Black woman, right? You got to start somewhere. Like your child's floor should be your ceiling. But when we're talking to Black men, because you're younger, this might go over your head, but don't let it. When I'm talking to Black men in their 30s, in their 40s, they don't want to make the sacrifice for the next generation. They want the next generation to meet them right where they are. So what I'm saying is, your mom was a teacher so that her child could be an engineer. And she promoted education. Now, it's Black men who are 30s and 40s who talk down on women for going to school for social sciences and becoming is that you, Tara? Who making that noise? Who are going to school and becoming a teacher. But your mom, being the teacher that she was, is the reason why you went to school to become educated, right?
I think oftentimes that might just because they might push that because they haven't seen it. They haven't seen a Black man become a successful whatever that is.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Nobody wants to make the sacrifice for the next generation, and they want the next generation to meet them right where they are. They think being a teacher is silly.
Nobody made a sacrifice for them. Like I said, they haven't seen that. They haven't seen that anywhere. Like, realistically, when do you see somebody make it out the hood?
Yeah, and somebody in the comments said teachers make very little income, blah, 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 blah. Is your mom impoverished?
No. My parents are together.
I asked, like, your mom. Do you know her income?
My mom is retired. She retired at 55. Both of my parents did.
At 55? That's early.
Very early. She's not impoverished.
Teachers have it's like 20 years they can retire.
Yeah, she gets a good pension.
Okay. So it sounds like your mom was a unionized teacher, because people don't realize that that teachers can have a union and make more money than what they think.
Well, she was fortunate to work at a good school system that paid well, too. I mean, where we moved to, because they retired and moved out here. But we grew up in the DMV area. Teachers pay well up there. I mean, decent relative to other places.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. But people assume, I don't know why people assume. It's probably because what Tara said earlier, a lot of these jobs, a lot of people in America should be fighting for unions, but they don't, and they don't realize that some teachers have unions, and because those teachers have unions, they actually make exactly crafty 6 figures. A union teacher making 6 figures, they unbelievable. They can't even fathom.
I thought the teachers union was national. Like, I
And
thought
my
that
mom was
was
teaching for over 30 years. Like, she was like, I don't know.
Hold on, Lee. What's your question? Hold on,
no,
Lee? What was you saying?
yeah. I was just saying. I thought that all teachers were in the union. Am I not correct on that?
No. When you hearing about these teachers who talk about they're being underpaid and they're not being paid properly, a lot of them are not in unions.
Because like I'm from Mississippi. My dad was a math teacher.
Yeah. Mississippi a different place.
You know what I'm
Mississippi a
saying?
different place.
Because like
I
yeah,
mean,
the
you have
state like
public schools
lock
too.
right. Because my dad, the state locks, like, you know what I mean. They have like a pay scale for teachers but they do have like a union. If I'm not mistaken, like, you know, if like you get wrongfully terminated or, you know, when they go on strike.
Yeah, but
I could have sworn that was. I could be wrong. Man, my
so
bad.
no, there are teachers who don't have unions.
I want to know, even if teachers make like a little bit of money, Black kids got to go to school in America, right? Like, y'all realize that? Like, they have to go K through 12. Do y'all know how the school to prison pipeline is perpetuated?
They what do they check the third grade
No.
literacy.
I said, how is it perpetuated?
I'm about to tell you. Don't they examine like third grade literacy rates, and if it's low, that's where they like gonna start building prisons.
No. How do they keep the school to prison pipeline actually going? Like, what are they doing in schools? Because it's not an actual institution. Like, there is no like institution for where the school to prison pipeline. Like, do you know how how Black kids get caught up in the school to prison pipeline?
Yeah, I
It
mean,
usually
it's
tends to
various
do
things.
with Black kids that have ADHD. They tend to label them as disruptive and things like that, and it tends to give them that kind of label on them so that they get that kind of attention already.
Do y'all know what a Title I school is? Do y'all know what schools in the hood how that works?
Educate us on it.
Yeah, that's why when I asked you, Lou, earlier, what are things in the Black community that are keeping us in these cycles, and the men didn't know. That's why I pointed out it's a problem, because y'all are making it seem like Black people shouldn't go to school to become teachers, right? But the reason why young Black boys specifically are continually in the cycle of the school to prison pipeline is because they're not having Black teachers. It's because they send teachers who are unqualified and don't have the experience to these schools with children who may be going through something or who may have behavioral issues. Imagine a first-year teacher going to a school to teach these kids. They send a Teach for America, a white lady from fucking goddamn Salt Lake City to Mississippi to teach some kids, and they speak a completely different language, because, you know, a lot of times Black kids in these rural or urban areas speak AAVE, and some lady from Salt Lake City is there trying to teach them and can't relate to them on any level. Y'all don't see how that can be problematic?
But like
Black kids not being taught by Black teachers who don't have an
exactly, that's part of
understanding.
what I said too, like how Black teens are. It
They're
actually starts
actually
in elementary
hold on
school.
real quick. Hold
Kids that have
on.
ADHD.
They're actually districts. Hold up, because you don't know what I'm talking about. There are districts that have like a predominantly Black students who literally have started campaigns to advocate to get more teachers in the classrooms that could be like teach culturally relevant content to the kids and can understand where they're coming from a cultural standpoint. That's the thing. And the thing you said about the ADHD thing ain't accurate either.
That is true. Like what I do when I'm like, so I'm like how do you say? I develop math skills for like inner city kids and stuff like that. And I do use that, right? Like I'll ask them, okay, if you shoot 500 shots and you make 200, what is your shooting percentage? Stuff like that. Just kind of giving them something that they can kind of relate to and kind of engage them. And I do agree with that, though. I do think and I also think the problem is like, the curriculum, the teachers, like Lynn said, like there are teachers who don't relate and they do have like anti-black, you know what I'm saying, like all these like racist ideologies, and they already have that preconceived. When they see these black kids, they don't see any hope or future or any reason to invest in them. So I do agree with that 100%. And we do have to change that.
So let me say this, Daryl. This why y'all niggas be dumb, okay? Because y'all think that women are going to school, getting college degrees, raking up a bunch of debt, and they ain't got money for nothing. They working at fucking McDonald's and shit. Y'all stupid. That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't understand what's actually going on. When y'all say they don't have role models, that's not even some shit for young kids. It be grown ass men talking about they need fucking role models, and you don't go out and realize that there's more job descriptions out there. There are more things that people can do. And your dumb ass sit up here talking about teachers don't make no money. Why? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. There are a lot of women who go into the humanities and social sciences, jobs that are directly improving their communities, and they making money. Y'all niggas are stupid. It's crazy because y'all don't get the correlation. Hold up. Y'all not getting the correlation between you can't teach a black person how to read to what we have today, and y'all pushing this anti-intellectualism. Y'all niggas dumb. Go ahead, sir.
And another thing too, I was gonna say that it'll come back to me.
I just came in here, so I don't know who's pushing the anti-intellectualism in the panel, but I want to just personally say that even as probably one of the youngest black men in here, that you have to go ahead and make the education, whether you go to college or trade, to be able to make that money. And even if you want to go ahead and make that money, whether it's a reason that you pushed upon yourself on providing for your family, not just making a family and doing it, or just as a sibling point of view, a lot of that is either pushed from the personal experience that you have, whether it's a single parent household or even patriarchal view, because a lot of times in the idea of being a man, as I put in quotations, is that you have to provide, and even the toxic traits of it, of men never cry, in all of that aspect. I see that it's sometimes even pushed upon yourself or your circle that is there. And even I think that should definitely be questioned and checked upon, because a lot of times when you're doing that, you're taking specifically in that toxic idea of hearing it from your circle or hearing it online, is that when you do that, you make life harder for yourself. And obviously, I want to be able to say that you should be able to be self-sufficient, you should be able to stand to yourself. But I think that in my view of being a man is that push and do that for yourself, but don't add extra things that people are saying to you about how you should view as yourself. And I think I might just end it at that point, because I don't want to just be rambling.
Yeah, I just remember that.
You sound like you need a good cry now.
Can I just put my point of view as a black UK British guy who's highly educated and has got a very successful business?
Wait, what? So now it's a role for black Brits to wait. It's a lane for black Brits, Tara.
Listen, I'm just.
Wait, is it a lane for black? So it's like as a man, and now it's as a Brit man.
Wait, we can hear him out. I'm just saying. I'm putting my point of view. If you don't want me up here, I can leave. I'm just putting my point of view up. I'm not here for any arguments. I just want to put a point of view up. If you don't like British guys, fair enough. It's about education and money. I know both of them very well. If you want me to talk,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
so
listen to
posh.
talk.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You're such a posh guy.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, because I'm British, I've got an accent. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from England.
And I'm American. I have an accent. That's why.
Great.
Yeah.
Well done. Congratulations.
Congratulations to you. Here's a
Wait, sir,
cookie.
can you just say what you want to say? Because I'm probably going to try to respond with this. Because I have a
Hold on
question
one
myself.
second. He got it. Y'all need to stop. Because I was talking to Terror. And he was so excited to get off the mic and give his resume of him being a British black guy.
Can I speak, please? Is that okay? Would you mind? Politely.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. So I teach. So in my spare time, I teach 12 to 16-year-olds and also university graduates about their next career options. Right. And what I'm seeing is why a lot of these young kids, from my experience, are jumping into leaving or not going into educational universities because what they've seen on social media has completely bypassed the idea of actually hard work. All right. So the idea of getting a job in, doctor, judges, highly skilled finance, for example, that's not appealing to them anymore. They all want to be YouTubers, influencers, because social media has really overtaken their point of view. Now, what I'm trying to say is that if you go into a degree educated environment, such as because I promote finance, I've got a finance company, you're going to make 10 times more money than you will be in a YouTuber or social media. But what you're seeing is the disparity is that the social media class, the phone class, has taken over that. And that's where I think the problem is. The idea is now that these kids are going on Instagram and TikTok and buying these courses to be traders. And it's just quick, rich schemes, which has perpetuated the massive influence of these kids not wanting to go into education because it's a waste of time. But in the UK and London...
Thank you, Liz. I appreciate you.
In the UK, if you don't have an education, you will get destroyed, right? If you want to get any kind of career above 40 grand, you need to have a degree, okay? Because London is one of the most expensive cities in the world, and it will destroy you. Rent, property, council tax, housing, extremely high. And what you're seeing is a lot of these kids are struggling because they've jumped out of the education system to try either be a YouTuber, and they're failing. Even to start your own company, you need to be educated.
Liz said the brick gotta go, y'all. She don't want him.
Yeah, I just want to say this one thing.
Wait.
Real quick, Trey. What you were saying about the social science is important because when you just a nigga that want to just get money, you just have no morals, right? Like you'll sell crack, you'll go, man. Well,
You gotta stop. Watch what you say on TikTok.
My bad.
But yeah, we know they be doing it.
My fault. Or they'll be an engineer and go work for Lockheed Martin, making boom booms and that boom little children in schools, stuff like that. And then you got to have like a education and have like a societal awareness to our position, and then that way you won't just start doing things just to make money, because then it gets real nasty.
Yeah, it's like at that point it's
Literally,
just
what did that have to
name
do
the
with
price.
engineers?
What'd you say?
said what?
Terrell was talking.
What did that have to do with engineering?
What engineers create things that go boom and boom black and brown countries for the white supremacist power structure.
Yeah, there's some
not all
that
engineers,
do that.
obviously. I didn't say all.
Exactly. So you didn't have to just state that.
No, I do have to say it.
Hold on,
Do
you know what Lockheed Martin is?
You literally did that.
Marco,
No. You did that to provoke me.
No. Do you
I
know
was
what
an engineer.
Lockheed?
What are
Do
you
you
talking
work
about?
for Lockheed Martin? You work for Lockheed Martin?
Oh, I'm an engineering student. That was just very weird to say.
They must have gave you a package or something.
No.
Yeah, why'd you feel like I was attacking you? I literally said I was an engineer earlier before you even got on here. I know electric engineer. What are you talking about? I know what mechanical engineers do for them. They work for Boeing. Bro, you just sensitive, bro. Ain't nobody talking about you, bro. I'm talking about the overall topic. Ain't nobody talking about you, bro.
Sound like you attacked him to me.
Oh, I attacked them because I said engineers are building things that help the power structure or the white supremacist power structure. That's attacking him.
What's up, GA Slate?
Hello, Tara.
But before, sorry, I just wanted to say this. I want to open the floor. Before I get into
Oh, you can't open the floor, Tevin. Somebody was talking.
Okay, I'll let him go. My apologies.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hell yeah. Um, why do men chase money instead of education? Niggas ain't got their priorities together, and then they'll come on the internet and say dumb shit like, "Oh, people ain't got morals." When I was out here slanging that shit, I didn't do it on Sundays, and I didn't do it near kids, near school zones, or none of that. Just because you're not on the right side of the law doesn't mean you're no moralist. That was just some weird shit to say. Um, so yeah, they just realistically priorities is fucked up. They don't think you can't. You know what? You can't teach it. You can't teach somebody that knows everything anything. And these niggas go out about the world thinking they know everything. What you gonna teach somebody who already know that? You can't teach them nothing. So all they're gonna focus on is getting money. They believe that education, the shit that you learn in school ain't really relevant because somebody they know was like, man, I learned calculus and I ain't used that shit once since I got to school and I'm 60 years old now. They figure, hey, if you're hearing all of these stories about what you ain't gonna use, ain't no point in getting it. But you're gonna always use money. Plus, realistically, I'm gonna be honest with you. Dudes ain't chasing money instead of education. They chasing women, and they know the quickest way for them to get women is by having money. They think women are, to be purchased. As such, you cannot purchase if you don't have any purchasing power, which means you got to get money to have purchasing power. If women um if women weren't perpetuated in society as all being hypergamous and wanting a man that's gonna pay for their life, dudes wouldn't chase money. They'd stay at home playing fucking video games or some other shit, but they wouldn't be going to school either. So there's that.
But who pushes the idea? Also, if my audio's messed up, it's because my headphones died. Who pushes the idea about women being hypergamous and being bought, like, and not even just putting it at just a single person? What ideals have been pushed by I'd say, a group of people like that?
We push the idea that the more money you got, the more women you get.
And men are more hypergamous. I just feel that it's just a long-standing trend of whether if you want to say say older men or even just because I feel like it also comes from just white men too that are older. Red pill, just as Alana said, red pill content, especially how it's been exposed and blown up on the internet now about those ideals and how it is to chase women when honestly all you gotta do is either be yourself because not all women are the same, not everyone chases the same thing, or just being respectful and treating your partner as they are and what specific things that they like.
Yeah, but based on what you're saying, it's all coming back down to codependency, though, right? Like when we talk about what you need to do for your future, like it's too much codependency that's going on. Yeah, if you want a family, you need to do the things that you need to get to so you can have a family. But at the same time, you got to start with yourself. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's why you chasing a woman instead of trying to get your shit together. What's up, Empirical?
Grand Rising, it's an afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. So why do men chase money instead of education? I just want to say that it's a particular type of men. It's melanated men, BOK men specifically, American men. American
Yeah, I did want to
melanated
say
men.
that this conversation isn't really about
Man,
men.
don't
It's
interrupt,
really just
man.
about black men.
Excuse me?
No, I
Excuse
was
me?
agreeing with you.
Oh, okay. So is the American BOK man? He chases money because he's fulfilled with instant gratification. So he doesn't have the capacity nor the patience to sit in a classroom and get a degree so he can have long money or generational wealth. Instead, he's looking for fast money to satisfy itch that he wants to scratch at that moment. So that's exactly why melanated women are divorcing them and like kind of veering away from them because they're not leveling up the way that they're supposed to. And that's the reason for the high rate of divorce with it's not the feminist movement, it's not feminist. It's the simple fact that these BLK men cannot level up to us melanated women in America. And they keep on talking that rhetoric that education is not valued. And it actually, in all other countries, it is highly valued to the point where the United States has the best universities in the world. But yet still our men frown upon getting an education and them getting an education. So, and they just want to get these trades, right? They glorify the trades because it's instant gratification. You can get it in what, 3 months, 2 months, 6 months, 8 months, 1 year. They can't do anything past that. Anything past that is they can't even conceive it to believe it.
There is a generalization here,
Hold
but
on,
I think
real
that no,
quick.
I think that
Hold
you're
up,
absolutely
hold
right. I
up.
think
No,
that
no,
you're
hold up.
absolutely right.
Hold up. Darkus, did you wanna agree with empirical?
I hate today. I hate you so much. I fucking hate you so much. I have never agreed with her in 2 years. God damn it, I'm going on mute.
Go ahead, Marco. Thank you, Kayla.
I had a whose turn is it?
Marco.
Your turn.
Oh, I
Yeah, I
didn't realize
had
I was on mute. But no, yeah, I completely agree with you, and I think that that's I think that there's a generalization there, but it's absolutely true, and I think that that's also why there's been a rise of people talking about the stock market, but specifically day trading and things of that nature because it's fast money and they don't want to get into long-term investing and things like that, which I try to teach my, like, I've been in the market for a good while, but I try to teach my friends all the time, like, invest long-term, put some money in the stock market, but everybody's always obsessed with day trading and this fast money and gambling, which you said was completely right, empirical.
I do have a question. Can we define what generational wealth is? It seems pretty broad. Can we like
Wait, before we do that, can I ask a question, or do you want to just get straight into that? Because if you want to, we can. Lou?
Oh, I mean,
No, y'all should. I need a break. I've been here for too motherfucking long. I don't feel like doing it no more. The live over, y'all. But thank y'all for coming. Thank you for supporting and tapping the screen and gifting. I appreciate y'all. See y'all later.